Hello and a very good afternoon. Good morning. Welcome to Crafters TV. My name's Ben Mosby. Thank you for joining us this Wednesday. I hope your week is going well, and if it's the first time you've joined us in 2021, I still don't know when I'm supposed to stop saying this, but this is my last day this week, so as of next week, I won't wish you Happy New Year again, but let me do it now. Happy New Year! And if you are joining us for the first time, let me just say you have come on a brilliant day because we have got a fantastic new collection to bring to you. If you were watching yesterday, you got a little bit more than a sneaky peek as to what it is we're going to be bringing to you on this launch day. But if you are watching for the first time, a brand new collection that if you love flowers particularly, you are going to absolutely want to get into your basket. And actually, you'll need to do it fairly swiftly as well because yesterday's sneaky peek, well, ended up with a lot of the stock going. I shall say no more for the time being, but let me introduce you to who is with me for the next couple of hours. Well, the boss is here, so once again, I'm on very best behaviour. How are you, Sara?
Oh, very best behaviour. Well, that's going to be interesting. Let's see how long that lasts, Jimmy Ben. Let's see how long that one lasts. You know, it's been wonderful to be back. I said this to everyone yesterday. I know it was a really nice idea to give everyone this time off over Christmas, but my word, I missed this. I missed being in here, doing this show, chatting with you guys. I've just been chatting away in the comments on YouTube, actually, just before we started the show, and it's going to be the comment of the series. Hi, Sara. You know what? You twisted my arm so hard yesterday that I went and bought issue 32 of Goodies, ordered it this morning. Yes. My arm still hurts, and so does my wallet. Yeah, do you know what though? You're going to be thanking me when that arrives. What an amazing day we had yesterday. To be honest, what an amazing day we had Monday. But today is officially the big launch. It's quite the big launch for us for the year, this one, because the idea is it's a year's worth of crafting. So I'm going to show you the samples while I'm walking you through this, okay? So Ben alluded to this a little bit. They are beautiful stamps, but stamps of gorgeous florals. Now, not just any florals, okay? Have a look at them. These are gorgeous florals, which are then going to tie in with every month. So if you're wanting to do, so for example, someone's birthday is in February, or perhaps you're thinking about, you know, you're sending a sympathy card to someone and you want to send the appropriate flower for that month. What we've done is we've basically done 12 months worth of florals. So each month you get the beautiful big flower, but then all of the sentiments to go with it. Now, not only that, Ben, but if I was you, I would not want to be fussy cutting around this sort of level of flower. Each flower, we've also done the matching die. So obviously, for example, look, gorgeous poinsettia in December, as you would expect it. But look, who knew July's flower of the month was a delphinium?
Not me.
Oh. Now, here's the thing, I want you to have a good look at these flowers carefully, okay? Because they're not just beautiful floral illustrations. Floral illustrations are lovely. However, as crafters, we want things to challenge us with our colouring. We want nice, big, open areas and defined spaces to colour into. So look at this. Can you see there, Ben, how you've got that opportunity for the shading?
Absolutely.
And this is really, I mean, look at this one. Are you ready for this? I'm going to see if our lovely George can do us a nice zoom in on that.
Oh, here we go.
Absolutely. I mean, look at the shading and depth of colouring on that.
Phenomenal.
Are you not just looking at that rose and thinking like, I absolutely desperately need to colour that rose in? Because that's what I did the first time I saw it. And the thing is, we are so lucky that we have worked with a world-class illustrator on these stamps. So she's someone who, she's been on our team for a lot of years. She was actually one of the, she worked in one of our stores here and she became personal friend. Lots of you who are maybe local to the area will know Sarah as one of our, she worked in the shop as a shop assistant and she started teaching classes. When we realised what an incredibly talented artist she was, we knew we just had to commission her to do something. And when we talked about this concept and these beautiful stamps, because Sarah understands colouring and she understands as a crafter exactly what you're going to do with these stamps, where you want to put the light and shade, where you want the depth, the difference between colouring with alcohol pens, colouring with your ink pads, colouring with your water-based pens, using pencils on top of your pens, and what sort of areas you need to work in with, that is what she's built into these stamps. It honestly, it is so incredible. You've got to stay with us for the whole show because I've got so much to show you. Do you know what I'm going to do, Ben?
Yes.
I'm going to tidy these away and I'm going to show everyone what I've got planned technique-wise.
Yes, good idea.
To show you over the course of the show, and you can pick your favourites. I'm going to do them all, but you can pick your favourites, what you want to see first, okay? We are on-demand
Love
TV.
it.
It's like, you know, it's not a case of press the red button and Sara will do the Carnation. You have to write in the comments, I want to see the Carnation. And we'll do the Carnation, right?
Have you got to say it in that voice as well?
And I'll do it exactly in that voice if that's what you want. We'll do it in that voice. Me and Ben are a little bit hyper. We were up and went and run together at 5:30 this morning. So, so if Ben starts looking like he's fallen asleep in Craig's show later this afternoon,
you know why.
The inside scoop on why. So, yes, right. Here's the Carnation that I'm going to do, but I'm going to do, it's just a nice, quick and easy, this one. So I was going to plan to do this one to get you started, to show you how easy these are because of the depth and dimension in the stamps if you're wanting to work with your ink pads, okay? Then, Ben, I've prepared this one for me and you. Both of our birthdays are in April. And the April flower is the daisy, and I quite like the idea of this shaped card because I knew you could take this shaped card and put any of your flowers onto the middle, Ben, as well. So look at this one. After it rains, make daisy chains.
Aww.
I thought that was so cute. And do you know what? That would be really nice for, you know, if a sympathy card and you wanted something a little bit different, that would work perfectly well. Now, we're then going to do a bit of work. I did say this yesterday, Ben. We're going to do some colouring with the tri-blends, but then we're going to further enhance the colouring, put it into high definition, I always say, with the colour blend pencils. So I'm going to teach you how you get that extra depth and dimension and shade. In fact, you know what? I've got one here that's just been coloured with pens. Are you ready? So here we go. This one's been coloured just with pens. The one in the card is pens with pencils on top.
Next level, isn't it?
It really, and if this is what you want to learn, this is going to be kind of like a bit of a colour me happy show, as well as some stamping techniques, but really all about colouring. And I tell you what, if you those of you who don't do a lot of colouring, you will absolutely want to by the time I'm finished with you this show. Are you ready for what else I want to show you as well, Ben?
Yes.
I'm going to do this gorgeous little hanging. Now, I did one of these on my Instagram back end of last year, and people loved it. So I thought, how can I do this with the flowers? So I just had some of the little bits of wood left over, and I thought, right, I'll do one of them with a flower on. So loads of in-depth colouring. I think I might not be the only one in a colouring coma by the end of this show, Ben. That's what I want to do. Like I said, my plan was Carnation first. Yeah. But to get through all of these, and then also there's the demos I did yesterday, that beautiful daffodil. I also did the gorgeous rose as well, so we could touch back on some of them techniques that anybody missed from yesterday as well. I've got a few others as well. To be honest, we can colour any of the flowers. If there's a one you want to see, learn how to colour, tell us about it in the comments. I am at your disposal for the next 2 hours, folks. Make the most of it.
That's what we're here for. We are live and interactive this Wednesday afternoon. And here's the thing, let us know which of those demos you want to see, in which order. So you've got the Carnation, you've got the Daisy, you've got your Aster there as well, of course the Primroses as well. We also want to know what are your favourites, because of course, I don't know if you know this, but this week what we're basically doing is taking the favourite demos, your favourite demos from the show, and we're creating a bit of a crafty walk of fame here. We're going to recap on all of these on Second Chance Sunday, and then we're going to have kind of like the overall sort of demo of the week, if you like, crowned on Sunday. So you've got the option and the ability to tell us which you love the most on the socials, on Facebook and on YouTube. And also during the show, let us know your birthday month. Let us know which is your flower. Maybe if you're going for the full collection, amazing, but maybe there's just perhaps a couple of months that you're going for, because you can get these on a multi-buy as well, which I'll tell you more about in just a bit. So let us know why you're going particularly for those months, whether it's a birthday, whether it's anniversary, whatever it might be. I have got a little bit of a favour to ask Sara in just a second as well. I know she's got her demos already sort of ready to go, but I'm kind of wondering if she's going to maybe touch on that daffodil that we did yesterday again.
Oh, the favourite one. It's on the back. It's on the back. I'm reading your comments, by the way, seeing which one's coming up first. I have a 50% chance of winning on Sunday at the moment because I've got 50% of the projects up on the back.
So competitive. That's what it's all about. But yeah, this is the daffodil that Sara coloured yesterday. Absolutely gorgeous, as you can see. So potentially we could be seeing that one again a little bit later on as well. But you let us know, and of course get in touch on the emails as well, studio@crafterscompanion.co.uk. Now, let's show you exactly what you are going to get, because this is a massive bundle, and actually might be a bit of an education, because it certainly was for me yesterday, because you kind of know your sign of the zodiac, don't you? You know where you are as far as that's concerned. But did you know the particular flower which is like related to your birthday? Well, if you didn't, you're going to find out now over the course of the next couple of minutes. And like Sara was saying, this is brilliant. You know, if you're creating cards for somebody who's got a birthday within that particular month, like January, for example, it's the Carnation. We had lots of January birthdays yesterday. Lots of people saying, I didn't realise it was a Carnation. And lots of people as well actually saying that they've found it quite hard to find like Carnation stamps within crafts. Well, you've got that within this collection. And again, like Sara was touching on, the artwork is absolutely phenomenal. And we just love the fact as well that not only have you got the stamp within the collection, but then you've got the die to go with it, so you're not having to do any fussy cutting. You've simply got your image there, you've got your dies to cut out the image, and away you go. Now, obviously, we're looking at these kind of like as birthday flowers, but the great thing is, again, with the sentiments, you're not just stuck with birthday sentiments. There's sentiments for all sorts of different occasions right throughout the year, which is amazing. So that is January. Bottom of the screen, you'll notice the deal on the individuals and also the multi-buy, which we'll recap on in just a few moments. February is that gorgeous Primrose. Going to see that one in action a little bit later on. And once again, so much going on as far as the stamps are concerned. You've got the ability to build up your little bouquets as well if you want to, because you've got kind of like the extra flowers to add on top. If you wanted to be able to do that, you can do as well. And then all of the corresponding dies to work with those beautiful stamps. Next, as we move into March, this was so popular yesterday. We had lots of Welsh viewers, I seem to remember yesterday, telling us about how much they love the daffodil, of course, the national flower of Wales, St. David's Day, of course, as well. And this would be great, you know, for March birthdays, obviously, but we're chatting about Easter, Mother's Day. Easter falls a little bit later this year. I think it's the start of April, isn't it? But again, these sort of things you can use for so many different occasions. And as you can see, big stamped images that you can really get going with all your pens and pencils in. Next up, obviously the best month. April, which is your daisy. Did not know that. For some reason I had that rose in my head, but no, that's not April, it's the daisy. Once again, so much as far as this is concerned. If you want to go for these individually, you can do. As we move into May, Lily of the Valley. Did not know that. But there you are again, beautifully drawn. And if you look at some of the sentiments once again, things like, you know, April showers you've got on there, you've got just for you, best of luck. Lots of nice sentiments as far as kind of just for you cards are concerned. And I have a feeling that lots of those will be sent out over the course of the kind of coming weeks and months. You know, if you just want to send a card out to cheer somebody up, you know, to put a smile on their face, then again, this is a great collection for doing that. As we move into June is this gorgeous rose again. I mean, absolutely stunning. Why would you not love that in your collection? Once again, loads of lovely sentiments. Love the fact as well that you get little tags with each one. If you want to stamp your sentiments in there, you can do. Into July is your delphinium. I have to tell you, this was a new one on me in so many ways yesterday when I learnt about that. The pronunciation, the flower, all sorts. I feel like I'm being educated not only in craft, but in horticulture as well. Is that the right word? It is, isn't it? Good. Good stuff. So there is your flower for July, which is your delphinium. Moving on to August is your gladiolus. Got it right yesterday. Gladiolus, again, absolutely stunning. All those corresponding dies to cut out the bits and pieces. Again, if you wanted to piece those in, do a bit of decoupage, I suppose you've got the ability to be able to do that as well. Next is the Aster. So this is, again, one of the demos that we're going to see a little bit later on. Love this one once again. Huge stamp. Loads of opportunity for you to be able to get your tri-blends, get your pencils going in and really make these look absolutely beautiful. As we move into the autumn months, October, is this gorgeous marigold. Again, absolutely stunning. Wait till you see some of the sentiments on here too. They are absolutely gorgeous. Different font, different scripts, so many things for so many different occasions. November is the chrysanthemum. Again, absolutely beautiful. Again, wait till you see all of those gorgeous sentiments that are included in this. And then last but by no means least, you might have guessed this one, it's the poinsettia. So much to love about this collection, honestly. And as I said yesterday, you know, I know a lot of people sometimes just go for individuals or a multi-buy from a collection, but I truly believe that this is a collection, if the budget stretches, that you need to go for, because if you go for one or if you go for a couple, guaranteed you're going to come back in a few weeks and maybe go for a couple more, and then maybe go for another one or a couple more, and eventually you'll have paid more than you needed to get the full set. So I would say if you can do it now, get it for £160 or $187. If you're a platinum member, of course that comes down even further for you for another 20% off that, making it even more affordable. Do get in touch. Loads of you saying hello already. Sharon's in. Shelley says good morning from Michigan. Marianne says hello. Monica says happy new year, Ben. Happy new year, Monica. Thank you for that. Jill says hi from North Yorkshire. Sunny but cold today. Matronista, good morning everyone, or good afternoon from Alabama, Southern California.
Matronista, I tell you what I was reading. She asked a funny question on YouTube.
Go on.
She said, I'm worried if Digby the dog has pants on or is he just wearing a waistcoat?
Hey.
So that is, have a look in the back. So that's what Bernie made in yesterday's. Ben,
yep.
Digby the dog's lost his dignity.
I wonder what you were going to say then for a second. His dignity. Good.
Did you run out of time to make his pants?
No, he doesn't. He's a dog. He's a dog. He's all right. You know, it's just... I suppose you could, yeah, maybe you need to...
I was worried, I must admit, when I saw Digby on the back there, I was really worried that Bernie might clinch it for the winning sample. Although, look how gorgeous my hummingbird is in the comment, in the corner. How gorgeous is that? Yes, keep showing them mine, Ben. Keep showing them. That's from Monday's show, by the way, everyone. If you want to go back and watch Monday's launch day show with the gorgeous 3D folders and stencils.
That's the brand new 3D embossed folders and stencil collection. And yes, apologies for anybody who has been offended over the course of the last couple of days by Digby. Put some pants on, seriously. We'll try and sort him out with some pants over the course of the next couple of hours. I never even noticed, to be honest with you. Some people, eh? Must say hello to Joy as well. He said, ordered this beautiful collection yesterday. Can't wait to get it. So versatile. Absolutely. Versatility is the key. And Debbie saying, good morning. I ordered the floral stamps yesterday and I'm so excited about today's show. Yes, if you ordered yesterday, again, tell us why you ordered. Tell us which of the flowers you're looking forward to getting crafting with the most. And that's the other brilliant thing. If you did order yesterday, you can now sit back and relax, safe in the knowledge that your order is on its way to you and that very soon you'll be crafting with this amazing collection. Right, get busy on the old YouTube and the Facebook. Send in your pictures as well on the email studio@crafterscompanion.co.uk. And just kind of looking at the comments coming in, I think the excitement still is really there for the Carnation. So can we start with that one, Sara?
Well, it's a good. I'd got my Carnation out ready because so Fran said, look at this, he gets the fancy schmancy iPad, I just get me phone. It's a good job. It's a good job the eyesight's all right, Ben, at the old age of 36 still. Right, let's have a look. Wait a minute. Right, Fran says, my birthday is May, but my favourite flower is the Carnation. Right, Fran, I'm going to start off with a nice, quick and simple demo with that Carnation. Let me just show you. So each one of these sets, as you saw on Ben's lovely boards over there, which, by the way, those lovely boards, Sarah Kay made for us. The artist herself did all of that colouring to make us those beautiful boards to be able to show you. Actually, that might be a lie. I think Sarah Kay's beautiful boards, Fiona has them.
Oh.
Yes.
But
I think that...
how amazing was it yesterday that Sarah Kay, the artist, got in touch with us and was telling us about the inspiration for her quote on the Primrose, which is February. There's a beautiful quote from William Wordsworth on there, and she messaged us yesterday to say that came to her mind when she was at Grasmere in the Lake District, which is quite nice. It was nice to hear, isn't it, about the inspiration for all these different quotes and sentiments as well. So Sarah, if you're watching again today and you feel like filling us in on, you know, why the quotes and sentiments are there, let us know. We'd love to hear from you.
Do you know what, we'll have to try and get her in live in the studio one day and see if she can come in, because she only lives around the corner, and she can go on our new art table and sketch a new flower or something. Oh, she could just be colouring away. Why did we not think of that? Why did I think of that 15 minutes into the show?
We haven't even seen the new corner of that studio yet, have we?
No.
No, we've not seen that with the art table and stuff.
Just you wait. Wait till we get enough nights to light up that section of the studio, and then we'll absolutely be rocking and rolling over there. Pressure's on mind. Colour Me Happy on Friday. Got to be in the new Colour Me Happy space for Colour Me Happy. She said it now. It's going to happen. So, right. So here's the thing. I'm going to do the Carnation. What I wanted to show you is, in each set, you get the set of stamps and the dies. Now, I want to put this in perspective, okay? What did you say the price was if you were a platinum customer? So if you were a platinum customer, I'm sure it was like 120 something pounds, right? So that is, divided by 12 months, that's only £10. Just over £10 for the stamp set and the dies. You'd expect to pay that for a photopolymer stamp set like this, let alone getting the dies included. And then obviously there's the equivalent of that in dollars. I'm not quite as quick when the numbers aren't as round and easy as that one there was. But you get the idea. Basically, because of the discount you've got for buying the bundle, you can just buy a couple individually if you just want to buy your favourite flowers. But trust me, when you start colouring with them, you'll wish you'd got all of them if that pointy fingers are out. You know I mean business when that
Absolutely.
happens. Right, here's what I'm going to do, Ben. I'm going to stamp this one onto a bit of watercolour card. When we're stamping, I'm going to use the rocker blocks just because it's nice and easy. But then also, we had them on a fantastic deal yesterday.
We did.
An Explorer kit. So go and have a look at the deal that we had yesterday on, it was Launch Party, wasn't it? Launch Party, it'll still be live on the site.
It was, because it was both rocker blocks, wasn't it? There was some tri-blend pens in there as well, some Nina cardstock. It was a really, really nice little deal. So do have a look for it on the website, because those rocker blocks, super handy, aren't they? If you've fallen out of love with stamping or you find it difficult to do, these are really super handy, aren't they, Sarah?
Oh, really easy, really easy. You'll see it because they're curved. You're going to see them. You'll see them in action in just a second. Right, watch what I'm going to do. I'm going to use the daubers just to help me accurately position some of the ink. So for example, Ben, I can come in here and I can put the ink on the bottom stems really easily, right? However, look, it's really difficult to get into like this little stem here or up there onto them stems, right? So if you use the ink, now obviously you're not going to get it quite as much ink on there as you would do if you just use it straight from the ink pad, but it's going to be enough for this technique, okay? Then I'm going to do the same. I'm going to come on, I'm using a bit of plum jam here. So let's have a look. I haven't gone too much under there. You're trying to get ink, doesn't matter where you get the ink on the rocker blocks as long as you don't get it on these rails at the top and bottom. Yeah. So I think I've got the ink on there, but again, I'm going to pick up a little bit more, just fill in all these areas that we've missed with little bits of the ink. So the whole stamp has been inked up, but we've done it across 2 different colours. There we go. I think that should be all of that. And then watch what happens with the stamping. If you can look at it from the front, it might be a little bit easier because we're going to rest on the heel here. That's it, perfect. And we're going to rock from heel to toe like that. And can you see the detail that we've got in all of that image? Brilliant. Yep, there's absolutely no missing bits. Everything's totally perfect. Now, while it's still a little bit wet like that, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to come in with a slightly damp paintbrush, right? So when I say slightly damp, take a lot of the ink off. Yeah. And just aggravating the colour there, can you see how it just starts to drag that colour out around the carnation? See how easy that was? Yeah. And then into the stem there. And then I'm going to do the same with the next bit. Notice that again, I took most of the water off the tip of my brush. But just by leaving it to dry just a couple of seconds, Ben, it basically gave me time, and it gave the time for the ink to settle into that lovely, into the shapes that you want. A little bit more ink onto there. It's one of those things again, isn't it, where it looks like you spent so much time pouring over it. Do you know what I mean? It's kind of like really kind of professional finish, but you're doing it in like a matter of, well, you can do this in minutes, aren't you, really? It is. It really takes no time at all. And also what I love is, it's our Sheena that taught me this technique. Oh, yeah. And I always loved it because I'm not an artist. She was an artist, is an artist. I'm not an artist, so I could never get my images to look as good as hers. Yeah. But then being a crafter is not about being able to draw necessarily. If you are able to draw, brilliant that you've got that superpower as it was. Yes. But you can still be a really awesome crafter without being able to draw. But then you just need really well drawn, well illustrated stamps that you can use to kind of create your own artwork from. So all we've done here is we've taken Sarah, the artistic talent of Sarah, and we've just been able to bring that to life with our own little bit of colouring. So it becomes an original piece of artwork that's unique to you. But if I tried to draw some carnations, there's absolutely no way they would look anywhere near as good as that. Would it be a bit of a disaster? Yeah. I'm quite liking how that's all come together. That's awesome. And then all I'm going to do, now for that one, you could, if you want, you've got the die cut, but actually just to go really quick and simple, watch what I've done with this one. I've just taken one of the thin pens and just drawn round the outside to give it a little bit of a border. I always think that looks quite rustic, don't you? I really like that kind of rustic feel to it. And then all I'm going to do, Ben, is literally mat and lay this onto the front of a card, and you can see how you could put a card together in just a couple of minutes. I'm going to be doing a lot more advanced cards over the course of the show, but I think it's really nice to start off with a super simple one,
Yes.
just to get you going.
But I think it's great to see that, and I love these shows when we kind of go from quite simple and basic techniques and then work to the more kind of detailed techniques as we work through. But it's a great demonstration of showing you that these collections are brilliant for everybody, no matter where you are. Kind of, if you're just starting off on your crafting journey, you can create. I mean, how quick and simple was that? You have got the ability to create something as beautiful as this, nice and easily. And if you're looking to kind of like batch make your cards, then again, what a great collection for being able to do that, because it's so quick and simple, and you've got so much choice with all of the different flowers within this collection. Look at that.
There we go. Let's have a look. Should I put it down here and then you can see it? There it is. Loving the carnations, loving the quick and easiness of it. So, yeah. Right, I'm going to get ready for a more in-depth one. Everyone's saying they're wanting to do the colouring where you enhance with the pencils.
Yes.
So I'm going to go for it. I'm going to do the Aster. I'm going to do the September Aster. Get a bit of purple edge, show you how you can get the depth in that colouring.
Amazing. If there's anything else that you want to see, do let us know in the comments. It's so busy once again. My promise is to try and keep up with the comments, because yesterday it completely failed because there were so many coming in. Once again, that is the way today. Let me just read a few of these out. Joy says, already broke my New Year's resolution with this collection, but so worth it. That's 11 people's New Year's resolutions we've now smashed. Sarah, just to let you know, I'm keeping track.
11.
11.
Yep. I'm proud of that number, Ben. I'm proud of that number.
What was it you said yesterday? We're enablers. That's what we're doing. We're enabling you.
We are crafting enablers, Ben. Yeah, if you don't want to be enabled. But it's like me, if I want to buy some stuff, I take my sister shopping with us. You can guarantee I'll spend 3 times more than I ever intended to, but I have an absolute blast of a time, and then I end up with a load of great stuff. So, yes, she's just an enabler. If you want to be enablers, if you want to be enabled, hang out with me and Ben.
You've come to the right place. Wanda says, we're all going to be in colouring combers. I can't wait to get my set. And then lots of people saying your favourites. Anna saying Lily of the Valley. Patty saying the Marigolds. Helen saying the Primrose. Lynn saying my birthday is in June, so it's a rose for me. V Renee on Facebook saying morning. July is my birth month. Love to see that month. We'll read more of these out in just a second. Lots of people as well actually telling us when their birthdays are and who they share their birthday with, which is quite interesting. So let us know what your birth month is so we can work out your flower. And if you share your birthday with anyone famous as well, do get those in on the socials, Facebook and on YouTube. And of course, if you want to get in touch on the email studio@crafterscompanion.co.uk. The amazing thing is that we've still got this available for you, obviously. But as I said yesterday, we kind of did a bit more of a sneaky peek than perhaps we were going to do. That's why 30% of the stock has already gone. So go swiftly. It's really busy. Producer Laura just saying to me, for a sort of like a 1 o'clock show, the numbers that are watching on Facebook and YouTube, really, really busy. I think word has got out after yesterday's sneaky peek that this is such an amazing collection, and actually people are going, I need to see what's going on. I need to see these demos, and that's why the numbers are so big right now. So make sure you get yours. The full collection is £160 or $187. If you want to go for the individuals, you've got the ability to do that as well, or they're on a multi-buy, 2 for £31 or 2 for £35. But if the budget stretches, please go for it, because do you know what? It's such a great point that Sara made a few moments ago, and I sort of touched on it earlier, is that you'll go for a couple, or you'll go for one and then you'll think, oh, well, I've got January, February, and then you come back and you'll get March and April, and then you'll come back and you'll get May and June. Get it all now if you can, because it's the kind of set that you're not just going to be using this once and then putting it away at the back of your craft cupboard. You will be getting this and using it all year round for a whole host of occasions. And just remember as well, you've already made that saving. The usual price, over £200, over $239. You're paying 160 or 187, but you're not. Because wherever you are in Club Inspire, no one ever pays that price. If you're platinum, I can't do the maths on the US, but the UK comes down to £128, which is amazing. The US comes down to about $144, if my maths is correct. Producer Laura, quick, get the calculator out. But let's quickly flick through and show you all of the flowers that you're going to get within this collection. Don't forget, you've got the stamps for each one, so your main stamp plus sort of coordinating stamps. So again, if you want to build up your little bouquets, you can. And then you've got tags and sentiments as well, $140. So there we go. So it's a comprehensive collection. Don't forget, corresponding dies for those stamps. So you're going to get, for January, your beautiful Carnation, which we just saw, which is fantastic. February is the month of the Primrose. We're going to see that in a demo a little bit later on as well. Love the fact as well that you're not just thinking about cards here, home decor projects as well. Absolutely, this will lend itself to. This was yesterday's favourite. Again, we're going to try and coax Sara into perhaps using the daffodil a little bit later on as well, because again, lots of love still coming in for March.
You want to see that, Ben? I am absolutely at your disposal.
Good stuff. Right, we're definitely doing the daffodil then, because there's a lot of love for that, and there was a lot of love yesterday. April is the daisy, of course. So again, we'll be seeing that a little bit later on. Then as we move into May, the gorgeous lily of the valley. Don't forget to let us know what your birth month is, which is your favourite flower. Does your favourite flower actually correspond with the birth month, or is your birth month flower different to your favourite flower? Let us know on that front as well. I'm really interested. Rose for June. Absolutely everybody loves a rose. Take a look here again. Beautiful artwork. The fact that you've got those corresponding dies as well just makes this such a usable collection. Delphinium for July, love it. As we move into August, look at that gladiolus, love it. As we move into September, this is the Aster, which we're going to be seeing in just a few moments' time, levelling it up in the next demo with Sara, seeing those beautiful colour blends in action as well. Then into October, look at that marigold. Again, just stunning. November is that lovely chrysanthemum. And then last, but by no means least, is the poinsettia for Christmas. It's a comprehensive collection. Grab it today whilst you can. Over 30% of the stock has now gone. So get it now. You will not be disappointed with this. Absolutely love it. Right. Few more comments just so that I can keep up with them.
Do you want me to show my samples again while you're reading the comments?
Great idea. Love that.
Glad to be of assistance, Mr. Mosby. Glad to be of assistance.
So,
glamorous hand here, Sara.
So Wanda says, my birthday is May with the lily of the valley. Maria, mine is daffodils. To mine is 18. What? To mine is 18. What is yours? I don't know what that means. 4 holidays on YouTube. Gladioli, they are so pretty every time I've tried to grow them. The local iguanas eat them before they can bloom. That's a problem I don't think we have in the UK. I don't know much about gardening, but I'm sure I've never had iguanas eat my flowers.
I think they're called iguanas,
iguanas?
not iguanas.
What did I call them?
I mean, that is iguanas.
That's what it is, isn't it?
It's iguana.
Iguana. Is it not? I've just learned
it's just an iguana.
Iguana?
No, just an iguana.
How do you say it?
It's pronounced. So that's what you would say to the kids. It's spelt iguana, but it's just pronounced iguana.
Do you know what? I've been saying that wrong for 41 years. So you're telling me when I was in nursery and we were learning all about, what are they called again?
Iguanas.
When we were to learn about I can't even say it, iguanas, they said iguana, and then I've been saying it the same ever since, and no one's corrected me.
That rose is my favourite. I keep coming back to that rose, and I'm just desperate to go and colour that rose in again. We might have to do that before the end of the show. I might have to literally come and I want to colour that with those exact colours. We'll work them out, right? We'll work that out. I'll put that to one side, and I'll work out what colours they've used. Oh, but look at that one. Oh, I love the marigold. But then I love that you could do the marigold, in some lovely deep, like the carnation colours here. How good would that marigold look? And you know what I really love about it, right? Is we get flowers a lot, but you keep seeing the same flowers over and over. We get loads of lilies. We get loads of, what's the core kind of basic flowers? I just know we see a lot of the same things. You don't see many daffodils.
No.
You know, you don't see many of these slightly unusual flowers. So it's really nice just to have some different images to kind of colour in as well, isn't it? Here's the one that I did yesterday with the rose. I did that same technique that we've just done with the carnation, but with the rose there. How effective. And that was like a 10-minute make, wasn't it? 10-minute make. Right, let's have a look. I'm going to put them to one side and I'm going to get ready to do my colouring demo.
By the way, I must just say, Sara Kay is in the house.
Oh, hey, so will you ask her if she's up for coming in and doing some colouring in with us one day?
Okay, let me ask her. Sara, are you up for coming in to do some colouring with us one day, please? If you could let us know, that would be great. She does actually say, hi, Sara and Ben. Sara and Ben. Sara, iguana. When I was drawing these, I had a little idea for a gallery wall on my staircase. I'm planning to colour and frame a flower to go alongside a photo of each of our family members. How lovely is that? What a great idea.
Well, do you know what? We could all steal her idea.
Yes.
And we could do the same thing now, even if you're like me and you can't draw for toffee.
Yes.
You could still do the same idea. You could put like the January and then all the January birthdays in one place. Oh, I love that idea. Like a little birthday reminder wall. Oh, we should have one in the studio, Ben. I mean, daisies. It's going to be me and you with all the daisies in April. All the important people have birthdays in April.
Absolutely, yeah. Love that idea. Brilliant. Yeah, Sarah, let us know if you're going to come in as well, please. That would be lovely. Lots of messages still coming in. Mary Jane saying Daisy is my number one, then the Primrose, then the Carnation. Mary Beth saying the Carnations, the Rose, the Gladiolus. And Nan Johnson saying love the Carnations. Lots more messages coming in. We'll read those out as we get on with the demos, but let's go back over to the other side of the studio and get crafting. So we're going to look now at the Rose or the Aster.
No, I said I'll do the Rose later on in the show.
Aster.
I've got the Aster.
Good.
I've got the Aster because it's purple. You can't go wrong with anything purple.
We love purple.
Right? And it's nice small areas for colouring in. Nice small areas for colouring in there, right? Here we go. So what I'm going to do is, because I'm going to use tri-blends, so you must use one of our alcohol-proof dyes.
Yep.
But don't feel like everything has to be black. We've got the flagstone, we've got the pebbles, a really nice colour, the rustic brown's really nice. You've got loads of different colours other than black. So I think I'm going to do this one actually in the flagstone. It's a nice dark grey in there. So let me just show you. Again, we've taken the ink to the stamp. Oh, by the way, something I must tell you, Ben. We've made all of these stamps photopolymer.
Yes.
So I know the price you're paying, you'll be assuming that they're acrylic because they're priced at acrylic stamps. We have literally, because photopolymers are more than double the cost to produce than acrylic stamps, which is why you don't see many companies producing them. Because the illustrations were so phenomenal, I wanted you to have all of that detail and not lose any of it. So we took the decision, we're just going to spend the extra, we're going to make them all in photopolymer so you've got the beautiful detail quality stamps.
Amazing.
So if you're wondering why, and you're thinking, wow, they're really crisp images, it's the quality of the illustrations coupled with the fact that we've really done them justice in terms of the manufacturing. So remember, if I show you from the front, we're basically resting on one side and we're going from heel to toe. And then, now that's what I'm talking about. Now, can I do a Sara Zoom special? Look at this. Actually, I say this, and then I don't know where I'm quite going towards the camera. Yeah, do you know what? I'll just stay still and the camera can zoom to me. Because we're very high-tech folks in our new studio now.
We have the technology.
For nothing. We want for nothing. Now, I'll tell you what. So I'm just going to warn you, George, I don't know if my colouring's that good. So, do you know, if I go out the lines a little bit, if you get a little chord off Sara that's like,
back up,
you might have to back it up, right? Right, so I'm going to colour a little bit of this at once, okay? Follow what Sarah's done, okay? So let's colour the inside bit first of all. So if I start with the darkest colour, you can see she's put the shading in for you so you can follow around where all of that shading is in the very kind of nubs of where you've got the colouring there, right? So I've got a little bit of shading in there. We go from the dark, and remember we're going to enhance with our pencils, so I'm just putting a little bit of colour in. Dark into the medium, and in the medium you're going to go over top of the dark, right? And then we're going to go from that into the very lightest one and blend that right out to the tip. So you're just getting yourself a base of colour down, right? Ben, I'm going to continue on in that same vein till we've coloured the whole thing. So I hope you've got lots of comments to read, because that's it, you've lost me now.
I have. I'm still reading about the iguana thing. No word of a lie. Why has no one ever corrected me? I mean, it's not a word that I say every day, to be honest with you, but iguana.
Do you know what? Everyone's probably having a right good laugh at you though. When you're
well, thanks for that.
Yeah.
No change to normal then, really, is it? You know, I don't mind being laughed at. By the way, Sarah, good news in that Sarah has come back and said she's more than happy to come in and colour.
Yes.
You just have to get the date in the diary.
Excellent, I'll get straight onto it to get that organised.
And also, Sarah says, I would love to see photos of people making gallery walls. So yeah, absolutely. Sarah sharing that idea. So get on with it, everybody. Once you get this back, make your own gallery walls. That would look absolutely brilliant. Just very quickly as well, a few people still talking about Digby the dog, who's in the background there. Fred on Facebook was saying about Digby being dressed for a Zoom meeting.
I love that.
Because as you can see, I don't know who else did that during the last lockdown. Just sort of dressed up the top half and didn't bother putting anything on underneath. And also on that front, Lisa on Facebook says Digby puts the wow in Bow Chicka Wow Wow.
Oh, I love it. I tell you what, you guys are absolutely on form today.
Oh man, I just can't believe that. Seriously, sit there, Digby. For goodness' sake, you're in the background. Become the star of the show. Lots of other lovely comments coming in. Tammy just saying, I was so glad they ordered the Gemini birthday floral stamps and dies yesterday. I love all of the flowers. My favourite, my birthday flower is the Carnation. There's honestly, Sara, so much love for the Carnation. Maria saying
it was that fantastic demo I did, Ben.
Exactly.
I kind of gave away my trade secrets to show just how easy it can be when you do like a nice, quick and easy one.
Exactly. Sara's fishing for votes again, you see, for your favourite demo of the week. Don't forget you can vote for your favourite demo in this show and it will go on to our crafty Walk of Fame behind me where you get to vote for the demo of the week on Sunday. Maria saying the detail on the carnations is amazing, so love the carnations, my favourite flower. It's like you said though, do you know what? This is a great collection because it features a lot of the flowers that I think we love to craft with, but then there's a lot of flowers in this collection as well that you don't see that often as far as craft is concerned.
Yep.
You know, things like your Aster, things like your Lily of the Valley, and like we found out yesterday, loads of people have struggled to get amazing images of carnations, so it's all kind of taken care of in this collection. That's coming along a treat, Sara. That's gorgeous.
Isn't it just? I'm just quite pleased with it. The problem is, Ben, you know how impatient I am, and this is one of those ones that you want to take a little bit of time with.
Yeah.
So I'm just trying to. Basically, it's going to be the same technique for a while. If you need to like show the boards or anything like that.
Well, I will do. Just a few birthdays here as well. Stephen on Facebook, so asking about your birthday months and who you share your birthday with. Stephen says, I share my birthday with Leanne on the 15th of January.
There you go. There's a good important person to share a birthday with, actually.
Absolutely. Evelyn says, my birthday is in May and I share it with my husband and Clint Eastwood.
Wow.
That is, I mean, sharing your birthday with Leanne is pretty cool, but, you know, Clint Eastwood, I mean, that's got to be on a par. That's got to be on a par.
My birthday's on St. George's Day, by the way.
Yes.
Which is the same day that Shakespeare was born and died on.
Oh, yeah, I did know that. Wow, William Shakespeare. I don't know who shares my... Laura, you might have to have a look. April the 30th. I don't think there's anybody that famous. I'm sure it's something I've looked at before. Randy on Facebook saying, Matronista, my flower of the month is December. I just turned 66. My hair is pure white, but my eyes are still bright. Good vibes.
Oh, I love that.
I wanted to say I share my May birthday month with Adele, David Beckham, George Clooney and Pierce Brosnan, just to name a few. That's not a bad lineup. Yeah, and Laura's just confirmed my fears. Yes, I don't share my birthday with anybody famous. Unless I know Travis Scott is. Do you know who that is, Sara?
No clue.
No idea. Popstar. Should we have a look at some of these boards just while Sara's colouring, actually? Because we do have the tri-blends on the show, so if you want to get your hands on these, then this is a great opportunity to do it. $19.99 or $29.95 is the deal on this. They come in sets of 6, but it kind of works out that you're getting 18 because, of course, with your tri-blends, you've got those 3 different colours within each of the pens, or the 3 different blends, I should say. So, just to give you a bit of an idea of some of the colours that you can go for. So these are your floral blends here. So as you can see, once again, as Sara is telling you, you've got kind of 3 colours within each pen. You've got your lighter blend, you've got your medium and your darker blend. So it gives you the opportunity to get that perfect blend each and every time. This is your bright pink, you've got your lavender, your purple, your dark red, your orange, and your citrus blend as well. So that one is your florals. Next up is your portrait blends. Once again, all of these colours are included, all the different blends within each pen, absolutely perfect. So many people swear by these tri-blends, and particularly, if you're starting off in your colouring journey and you struggle to get that colour, absolutely perfected, that's why you want to go for these. You've got your coral and your pale pink in here, also your fair skin, your gold brown, your tan, and your earth brown as well. These are also on a 2 for 35 or 2 for 50. Next up is your vintage blends. Once again, absolutely gorgeous. You've got your vintage blue, you've got your antique, your dusty purple, the red brown, the yellow green, and the muted brown within that collection. $19.99 or $29.95. Woodlands is next. I'll show you these boards as well in just a second so you get a bit more of an idea of the different blends that you get. But you've got your woodlands included, so your jade, you've got your gold brown, your tan shades, your brown grey, your earth brown and your ice grey within that collection. Your naturals, again, kind of every colour of the kaleidoscope here, haven't you really? You've got the light yellow, you've got your citrus green, dull green, hydrangea, ice grey and your brown grey in that collection with each of the blends for each of the pens there. Next up, oh, love this one. If you love something a little bit more bright and exotic, you've got it right here. This one is your burnt orange, your aqua blue, your gold yellow, your pink violet, your alpine green and your magenta. We've then got your coastal blends. This is all about those gorgeous blues and your greens as well. The ice blue, the blue turquoise, true blue, jade green, green turquoise and light green in that collection. And then last but by no means least, you have got your jewel shades. This is your dark reds, your true blue, your coral, your bright pink, your blue turquoise and your pale pink shades as well. And just to kind of take a look at the boards there, you can see the different colour that you'll get, your light, your medium and your dark blend within each of the tri-blends to help you get that perfect colour combination each and every time. If there's a couple of sets that you like, don't forget, you've got the ability to go for the multi-bar on this, $19.99 or $29.95 individually, or two for £35 or two for $50 on those. Right, let's check over with Sara. Oh, she's got on an absolute treat here. Yes,
good timing. Don't worry, I haven't done the rest of the leaves. I wanted to wait and show you the rest of the leaves as well there. So can you see I'm on with the dull greens now. I do use dull green a lot. I do like this. I just find it's a beautiful kind of shading to blend with. So can you see you're putting the dark one in?
Yeah.
Then we're going to come from the dark always to the medium. And anybody who's like new to alcohol pen colouring as it was, let me tell you, I mean, tri-blends literally take all the guessing out of it. They make it so simple. Do you know, they were one of like the most bought Christmas presents we had this year.
Yeah.
For a lot of people who were brand new into crafts, this is where they kind of got started with the tri-blends. So wonderful to hear that it was, I must say, wonderful. Well, I know anyway, we haven't been able to keep them in stock for goodness knows how long.
Absolutely.
So excited that we've got them in stock anyway. So all you do here, you see you're putting the dark one in, and then we're coming from the dark into the medium, little circular motions to bleach out the dark into the medium. And then we're going to go from the medium into the light. And remember, I'm doing all of the alcohol pen colouring first, and then I'm going to show you how to go over and deepen that colouring with the colour blend pencils. We're going really techniquey with this one, Ben, really techniquey. Right, here we go. A little bit down the stem here. So because they're so fine, the nibs, you can really get into those little fine areas like this. But remember to always blend it out. So taking that lighter one and then right in with the very, very pale one. Right.
I think, you know, the combination of the amazing detail that you've got on your stamp and these amazing tri-blends as well, you have got the ability to, you know, craft like an absolute professional. And just to let you know, Sara is very, very impressed with your colouring, apparently. We just had a message to say.
Well, I tell you what, I'm pleased. I'm relieved, actually, is what I should say. Right, look what I'm doing. I'm just taking the colour blend pencils straight over top there of the pens.
So what is this doing then? So why do you put this over the top of the
right,
tri-blend
should I show you again the difference,
yeah.
Right? So that is just coloured with pen. That is pen enhanced with pencil.
Wow.
Can you see the difference?
Night and day, isn't it?
Yeah, it's absolutely night and day. And so that's what I'm going to show you now, right? So I'm taking this, I'm coming in. What you do is you take a deeper shade of the same colour, right? So in this case, I'm taking the deeper shade of the green, and I'm just going over where we've had a little bit of green in there as well. And then watch what you can do if you use our blending solution, right? So let's just get, let's have a look down and round, that's it. So if you use the blending solution, dip the paper stumps in, then what you can do is it just obliterates all the wax out.
Yeah.
So can you see I'm just taking this and I'm just basically emulsifying the wax out so that you're left with just the, you haven't got any wax left on the paper then, you're left with just the pigment from the pencil.
Got you.
So can you see it's just kind of deepened those and made them pop a little. You can see there how much deeper it is, can't you?
Yeah, absolutely.
And you can always go and add even more over the top. So let's have a look. I didn't do this one in the corner. So we'll just add the depth in there, come in with the solution. And the solution, you can just go over top with the pencil, but by going over top with the pencil and then deepening it out with the solution, it just emulsifies that wax a little bit quicker. So there's the depth that we've got now.
That's amazing.
I feel like I need it on here. Can't do half a job. If we're doing it, we've got to be doing it.
That's it. Don't be a half job, Bob.
There we go. So we'll emulsify all that wax there. And then let's go and start and do with the purple. So I've got the nice deep purple. So again, all I'm doing is I'm coming over the top with the purple.
Yeah.
So it's the deeper shade, don't do too much at once, right? Dipping it in and then just blending all of that out. And we've still got the 3D from the coloured pencils underneath, from the pens.
Pens, yeah.
So you've got the 3D element from those pens, and all we're doing is, I'm not taking the colour all the way to the edge, I'm just taking it mainly in that bit there. There we go.
If you've already got the tri-blends, you haven't got the pencils, these are now a must, really, aren't they?
It just
I've only seen this technique a few times. Yeah.
I love it. Leanne taught me how to do it, and when I nailed it, I was like, oh my word, that is absolute next level colour. You can see there the bit that I've worked on and how it's enhanced that colouring already.
Yeah.
So I'm going to keep going, Ben, just keep doing the same thing.
The colour blends, of course, on our website. So do get those into your basket as well. Lots of comments still coming in. Let us know what you want to see as far as the next demo is concerned. I think we've still got up our sleeve the Primrose, of course the Daffodil. We can potentially do that again.
You're desperate for me to do that Daffodil, aren't you, Ben?
Desperately, yeah. So we'll be doing that one. But let us know what you want to see. Get social with us on Facebook, YouTube as well. And if you want to send in any pics to you can do that or email us, studio@crafterscompanion.co.uk. Lots of messages still coming in about birthdays. Jean saying, my birthday is January the 10th, this Sunday. Well, happy birthday for Sunday. Email in again, message Joe on Sunday, and I'm sure they will wish you a happy birthday on your actual birthday. Pam, lovely Pam on Facebook says, I'm the 12th of December, shared my birthday with Frank Sinatra. Oh, I love Frank.
Oh, biggie.
That is a good one. Teresa on Facebook. My birthday's on Saturday. Again, Teresa, get in touch. We'll wish you happy birthday for Saturday. You just did my flowers, Sara. I share my birthday with Jimmy Page of Led Zeppelin.
Wow.
That's not bad.
Impressive.
Some good birthdays.
There's some good birthdays.
It's you with Shakespeare over there, Teresa.
I know, I still think mine's the best with Shakespeare.
Jimmy
Frank Sinatra.
Born
and died on that day. I'm just adding, born and died.
I've got Travis Scott and Kirsten Dunst. Wasn't she in Spider-Man, I think? Yeah.
I've heard of her.
Yeah.
At least that was better than your last one that I hadn't even heard of.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Hannah says, I share my birthday with Jeff Goldblum and Christopher Lloyd of Back to the Future, of course. And Diane says, I share my birthday in April with Ben and Sara. Well, I mean, Diane, who else would you want to share your birthday with? Absolutely brilliant.
Good month for birthdays, April. Good month for birthdays.
It certainly is. Sue saying, my birthday's May, but I like the Delphinium, the Aster, and the Marigold. And lots of chat still about iguanas. You started something here. Did I say it right then? Yeah.
You did say iguanas right there, by the way, yes.
Gilmore says, Ben, it's not your fault. I bet you've not said iguana in a long time. It's not a word that I say very often, to be honest. And Tony on Facebook says, so Ben, iguanas live in trees in southern states. They're cold-blooded, so when it gets cold, there are falling iguana warnings. It's really strange.
Wow. You've totally nailed how to say that, though. I'm very proud of you now.
Thank you. I really have to concentrate on it now, and I'm very... thankfully, I'll never have to say that word again after I leave the studio today.
Right, everyone, please keep emailing every time Ben's on with chat about iguanas, just to wind him up.
No, please don't do that.
Oh, look at that. My Gemini's not even plugged in, Ben.
Oh, no.
Oh, no, my Gemini's plugged in. It's not switched on. There we go. Now you're on. Now we're talking.
Right.
Now we're talking. Right, so did the colouring, did the enhancement.
Yeah.
I feel like it was brilliant. I know it took me a little while to do, but wasn't it brilliant to be able to see that come to life kind of in front of everyone? Now watch this. Fantastic. I always feel like when you get it and it's got that little bit of a white edge around it, if you want to lose that, right, watch what you can do. You can take like a little bit, for example, a seal brown, and if I just take one of my little blending sponges, and you just take a little bit of this so that you can just kind of take the starkness off the edge white, right? So this is your seal brown. So you've got the seal brown and the friar brown, two very different looks, but both brilliant for like your distressing like this. For some reason, I just like the seal brown a little bit more when it comes to working with florals. So hopefully that's a nice little tip for you there. So we've got the depth and dimension with the pens. We've then added more dimension with the pencils. Then we've added more dimension here with the distressing round the edge. I do think that's just kind of giving it that little bit of a lift, don't you? Just taking away that stark white, okay? Now, look what I've done, because I'm very conscious that I've now spent a long time doing this demo and I hadn't intended to spend quite this, nearly the first half of the show doing this one demo.
Worthwhile though.
So all I've done is I've used, can you see, on the, on the stamp set, you've got the little head of the Aster there as well.
Yeah.
Just stamped around the outside and then die cut with one of my die cut pieces in the middle. And I've made that wider than the actual card is. So that what you can do is you can take this and we can actually do this and like make it raised up. So if you show you on the front of the card, when I stick that down, it's going to give me a little bit of a rise like that. Can you see?
Uh-huh.
So I'm going to raise that up. Now when you do that, use your red liner tape. So I'm going to use the red liner tape. That is not going to look overly exciting in the back of there on its own. But look at this, just a little bit of blue card, a little bit of card with a bit of blue ink on. Look how it gives it a lift immediately.
Wow, yes.
So all I'm doing, Ben, is I'm in sticking together mode.
All right, so it's a good chance for you to be getting social with us. I know loads of you get in touch about birthdays. We want to know, let us know what you've already bought. If you've gone for the multi-buy, let us know which flowers you bought, which are your particular favourites, and let us know if you've gone for the full collection as well, and which flower you're going to be using first. Which is the first one? When you get this collection home, which is the first one you're going to be turning to, the first card that you're going to make with your brand new collection? Let us know on Facebook, let us know on YouTube as well, and also look at me pestering you with all this work to do today. Let us know what your favourite demo is so far. Get those votes coming in, because of course we do have to crown a winner in probably just under an hour's time to go on our crafty Walk of Fame behind me to join Digby the dog et al. Hopefully with some trousers on by that point. But yes, your favourite demo of the show, let us know, and we'll get that on our Walk of Fame by the end of the show. But take advantage of this deal. I know these are flying out of the door as I speak. Over 40% of the stock has now gone. Go for the full collection. Honestly, with your platinum on there as well, another 20% off the price that you're seeing on screen makes this really affordable. And like Sara was saying earlier on, when you kind of break this down to, how much it is per month, with your platinum, comes down to what, just over 10 quid for each, which is absolutely phenomenal. You're saving already 43.88 or 52.40, but you get the lot. Amazing to have all of those flowers for all of the different months through the year. But like we said, great for those birthday cards, but so many other different things through the year for all those occasions. Flowers so useful, aren't they, when it comes to craft? But also, as we've heard during the show as well, how amazing to kind of use these for home decor projects too. Sarah, the artist of these, getting in touch, saying she's going to make a gallery for the wall. Absolutely love that. As far as the individuals are concerned, now I don't know if this is because Sara and I have been talking about April being our birth month, but the daisies are in the lead apparently individually, closely followed by the carnations as well. So interesting to see which are your favourites on the individuals. Multi-buy, of course, you can get 2 for 31 or 2 for 35. Also those daffodils, Sara, once again proving very, very popular indeed. Let us know your faves.
I would expect it.
Let us know your faves. Lots of messages still coming in, and now lots of people messaging about, Sara, lots of people messaging about the thing that I don't want to say.
Oh, iguanas! Still talking about iguanas, Ben.
Yeah, because you told them to
everyone winding you up. Look at this, you are blooming brilliant. Can I just say, in terms of colouring there, I feel personally that's quite a bit of a colouring masterpiece, that. And I have thoroughly enjoyed doing that colouring, and have a little look at it. I have totally lost myself in that. And for anybody who didn't see before,
yes,
here is a one, just so you can compare the two together. Here is a one that is coloured, but not had the, not had the pencil on top of it. So this is just if you just alcohol pen colour it. think the other one you could see it a little bit deeper there. The way they're like, yes.
Yeah, there we go.
You can see just the dark colour on top of it and how it really enhances it.
Love it.
Yeah.
Can you quickly show us as well, whilst you're there, the card that you did a little bit earlier on for people who missed the first demo?
So the Carnation I did first of all, right? So this is what everybody also loved, the Carnation, as you would, nice and easy.
Amazing.
And what I'm still going to show people, I've got the beautiful daisies, I've got the lovely Primrose, or maybe we'll have to do Daisy next, Ben, seeing as it's our birthdays. I'll get ready and do daisies next, should I, everyone? And then we've got that lovely Primrose. We'll do a little bit more colouring with the pencils again.
Brilliant. Well, the daisy's certainly the most popular as far as those of you grabbing it is concerned. But let us know your favourite demos so far and which potentially is your favourite demo to come so we can crown our winner at the end of the show. But let's recap on everything that you're getting in this collection. It is our launch day and we're hugely excited to bring this collection to you. Well done if you've managed to get your collection. Brilliant, actually, if you managed to get yours yesterday on that sneaky peek. But listen, if you have got your collection, you are going to love working with it. All of these beautiful flowers of the year. So January, you've got your Carnation as we go into February, the Primrose, the Daffodil for March. You've got the Daisy, which we'll be looking at in just a few moments. Lily of the Valley for May. June is your Rose. July is your Delphinium. August is your Gladiolus. September is that gorgeous Aster, which you've just seen there on that demo with Sara. Marigold October. You've then got November, your Chrysanthemum, and your Poinsettia for December. The whole year covered off for all of those birthdays, for all of those occasions. Beautiful artwork as well. And of course, with each of the stamps, you've got those dies too. So they're just so craftable. Don't miss out. Grab yours today, £160 or $187. And if you've heard me keep saying, well, hang on a minute, nobody ever pays that price on the screen, you're thinking, what's he rabbiting on about? Here's a video which will explain all about Club Inspire.
Welcome to Club Inspire, our free loyalty club. As a member of the club, you can save up to 20% every time you shop with us. For every £1 you spend, whether it's in one of our stores or on our website, you'll collect 1 loyalty point. The more points you have, the more benefits you'll receive. As a welcome present, we'll give you 20% discount with your very first order. Once you place your first order, you'll be given 250 points straight away, making you a bronze member. This will mean that you'll receive a 5% discount on all of your purchases until the end of the next calendar year, plus priority postage. 500 points takes you up to silver membership, where you'll get 10% discount plus free shipping when you spend over £20. When you get to 750 points, you'll become a gold member, which gets you a whopping 15% discount on every order and will ship them to you completely free, no matter how big or small they are. Spend over £25 and we'll send them to you via our premium next day delivery courier service. When you reach 1500 points, you'll become a platinum member, giving you the same shipping benefits as a gold member, but with the added bonus of a massive 20% discount on all of your purchases. Now on top of that, you'll receive exclusive discounts, sneak peeks of brand new products, special offers and money saving vouchers. You'll have access to an exclusive secret Facebook group to meet like-minded friends, to find out information first and to be inspired by all the crafty makes. We'll send you a completely free quarterly Digimag direct into your inbox, giving you lots of hints, tips, inspiration, additional offers and some sneaky behind the scenes gossip from the team. So what are you waiting for? Become a member of our club today.
Really busy right across the board. Loads of you watching and actually loads of you now taking the time to buy. Now is a good time because I know you don't want to miss the demos, but if you're thinking, oh, shall I shan't, I don't want to miss Sara's demos, now is the time to get this in your basket and check it out because you're not going to miss anything here because this is the point where I show you through the board. So you're not going to miss any demos for the next 5 minutes or so. So if you're thinking, oh, is there a good point to grab it? Now is a good point. And it's also a good point to grab it for the fact that we're now at half the stock has gone. We've got just under an hour remaining campaigning, and now all of a sudden I think the penny's dropped with a lot of people, and people are going for it. 50% of the stock of this has gone. Our launch day show. It's such a versatile, such a usable collection. Get it whilst you can, because I've got a feeling this is going to fly as more and more people join us. Still quite early in various parts of the world, isn't it? Only going to get busier as we head through the final hour of the show. But what's everyone going on about? What's everyone raving about? It is this amazing birthday month floral stamp and die collection. All of these glorious flowers, beautiful artwork from Sara Kay, bringing these to life. So the flowers that correspond with that birth month, they're fantastic. And with each of the collections, of course, you get your fantastic sort of main stamp, which is so gorgeous. The artwork is so detailed. You get kind of corresponding stamps that you can use with it to kind of build your bouquets. You're going to get tags in there and beautiful sentiments as well. And then, of course, you get your corresponding dies to work with those stamps, so you're not having to fussy cut, you're not having to worry about that. It all works absolutely beautifully together. So January is your Carnation. I think certainly one of the top 3 favourites for those of you who are buying individually and on the multi-buy. Details about that on the bottom of your screen. Next up is that gorgeous Primrose. Not featured this one yet on a demo, but I know we're going to be looking at this before the end of the show. Again, we've been talking about using these for home decor purposes. Love the idea of doing a little gallery with these too. How amazing would that be? So many different things that you can create. The daffodil, an absolute firm favourite. Again, take a look at the artwork. How amazing to be able to make these for people who have their birthday in March. You know, if you're Welsh celebrating St David's Day, absolutely perfect once again. But you can use these. You know, we're saying this is the flower for March, but there's nothing to stop you, of course, for using this, you know, in all of your projects right throughout the year. Next up, we're going to be seeing this in a few moments' time. This gorgeous, gorgeous daisy. And once again, all of those different sentiments, it's not just, you know, happy birthday, it's sentiments which you can use for so many different occasions. Sentiments that you can use, you know, right now, if you just want to send out cards to kind of cheer people up, you've got sentiments which are applicable to that too. And of course, don't forget all of the dies to correspond with those stamps. As we move into May, it is that gorgeous Lily of the Valley. Look particularly the little tag that you've got with this, just for you. Best of luck, are just some of the sentiments included there. Take a look at this. I mean, lots of people's favourite, I think, the rose in June. How many times are you going to use that right throughout the year? Valentine's Day, not too far away, of course. That's going to be absolutely perfect then as well. Then as we move into July, the gorgeous delphinium. On to August, where we've got the gorgeous gladiolus. Again, lots of different smaller stamps and dies that you can use to kind of build out your bouquet if you want to be able to do that. September, we just saw that in all its glory. What a fantastic demo from Sara just a few moments ago there with this Aster, just showing you once you get your tri-blends and your colour blends into these stamps, how amazing you can make them look. As we move into October, there's that gorgeous marigold. Once again, nice big images, aren't they? There's plenty of room for you to get colouring, to get creating with these. I just think they're absolutely fantastic. November's your chrysanthemum. And then as we move into the final month, yes, you guessed it, look at that again. Nice big die, so much detail as well for you. If you're kind of new to colouring, if you're wondering what goes where, how to blend, all of the clues are in that artwork for you to make it nice and easy for you to create. Details on the bottom of the screen there, they're $16.99 and $19.95 individually, any two for $31 or $35. But as we've been saying all along, if you like the idea of this, now is the time to get the full collection. 223 elements, comes down to £128 today if you are a platinum member, just over $140 in the US if you're a platinum member as well. Don't miss out on this. It's a set which you will use time and time again, and we're now over 50% of that stock has gone. Get it whilst it's here because you're going to absolutely love this. I can't wait to see your makes. Once you get this back and you get crafting with it, make sure you send in those pictures because we love to see what you have been making. Right, there you go. Hopefully you've checked out now. And now, from the boring side of the studio to the creative side, we're looking at daisies, correct?
Well, you are correct indeed. Welcome to the creative side of the studio. Let's get going with the daisies. I like daisies because they're white and we're going to do them on white paper. Good, nice and easy.
Good.
Nice and easy, right? So if I take my daisies out here, I'm going to do that stamping in just to remind you. Hands up, by the way, everybody who doesn't have rocker blocks, right? So I remember, this is one of our inventions, you know, Ben. We have a patent on this. And my dad came up with the concept. I was when I first started stamping. Yeah, it was my dad. I first started stamping, and he said about rocking the stamp. If you rocked it, you wouldn't have to worry. So basically, if you've got a big area like this, you ink it up, and then you would put it down, and you'd be pressing all over to make it transfer, right? Whereas actually the idea with the rocker block is you've got this rock surface, so that when you roll it, only part of the surface of the stamp is touching at any one point. So all the pressure that you goes evenly over the surface. And as soon as he told me, I said, no, Dad, I was always taught you don't rock a stamp. And he said, well, I can see why you wouldn't. You don't rock backwards and forwards, because if you rock backwards and forwards over and over, you might get shadowing. Let me show you it again, right? You start on the heel, and you literally just run from the heel across to the toe. Now, you don't need a lot of pressure. I'm kind of going slowly to over-exaggerate it there, but you can see how perfect the image is, and you never ever get any loss of that detail, because essentially only one tiny fraction of the stamp at any one point is making contact with the paper. That's how you get it absolutely perfect. So I've done the stamping there, and by the way, I just used the pebble. Again, I'm trying to get away from using black. I always use the black ink pad, and I just thought, right, it's like I always wear the same colour of lipstick. So I'm making an effort to try some different colours at the moment.
I was just going to say how good your lipstick looks today.
Oh, thank you, Ben. Yeah, always looking good. Apparently there's a lot of comments on my nails as well.
Oh, really?
Yes, well, I was recording some very important footage yesterday, and the boss said I had to have nude nails.
Had to have what?
Nude nails. Nude. So like a nudie colour. So this was as close to nude as I had in my little selection of cheapy nail varnishes.
Wow.
So there you go.
Oh, by the way, sorry, just talking about that, are we allowed to talk about you talking about filming stuff? Because you know what? No word of a lie. I mean, I don't work the longest days potentially, but I was dragged in. Early this morning. Dragged in.
Early, by the way, early was 8 o'clock, folks. So he wasn't in that early. Don't feel too sorry for him.
It was about 5 to 8, actually. Anyway, so I've been doing a few bits and pieces, voiceovery bits and a bit of filming. And then we had a meeting to say about something exciting, which is going to be starting. Are we allowed?
No, you're not supposed to say about that yet.
Oh.
We'll be announcing it to everybody.
Ah.
So, I mean, you've probably already said a bit too much.
Well,
so
I'll quickly say a little bit more, right? So obviously,
I love that, because you know I can't come over and hit you.
Well, yeah, but it obviously is lockdown here in the UK, so we decided, you know what, we could have kind of gone, it's lockdown, you know, we could have been all kind of down about it. But what did we do in the first lockdown, right?
Loads of shows. Loads of shows.
Right. So this is kind of lockdown 3.0.
Hang on, but we didn't scale back the shows that we did.
No.
So we did all the shows, and then everybody said, please don't stop doing the shows now, lockdown's finished.
Right.
Because everybody talks like that, Ben.
I know. So that's what they said. Please don't scale them down. So we've decided to do something along those sort of, just to see if anyone's...
Don't tell them too much.
Okay. But next week is very exciting.
Yes.
My lips
do you
are
know,
sealed.
if there's anything you want to see, if people have got ideas of what we should do, speak now or forever hold your peace.
What do you mean, as far as shows are concerned?
As far as shows are concerned.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow. Mm-hmm. All right. If there's something you want to see on Crafters TV, what would it be? Get in touch. It may well have be something that you've seen in the past that you want to see come back, or maybe...
I'll tell you what, tell us in the comments.
That's what I'm saying.
And then I'm just thinking, then we can chat about them live in the show, even though I've just said we're not talking about this.
No.
I feel like we're now talking about this, even though we weren't supposed to be talking about this.
No.
It's next week. Next week. Watch out, big announcements coming later this week.
We're just like talking in riddle, aren't we now, really? It's like, what on earth are they going on about? Yeah, but let us know what, if there's anything particular that you want to see, over the next few weeks, get in touch in the comments, and we'll see if we can make that happen. There are lots of comments coming in, actually. I just keep looking out there to see if one of the big bosses is going to come down and like drag me off with a big shepherd's crook. Go, shut up! But anyway, let's look at what Sara's doing, the daisies.
It's like quick change of subject before anybody gets into trouble. Have you seen what I'm doing, Ben? Because I wanted to leave them white on the edges, but I still needed to give it a little bit of depth.
Yes.
I'm using the flicking technique that you always see us use with the tri-blend brush pens, but I'm doing that with the pointed end, well, there's only a pointed end, on the tri-blend pens.
Yeah.
And I've gone first of all in with the very, very pale ice grey, and then I've gone with number 2 of the ice grey, and then I've also gone with the very, very palest of the yellows, and less is more, just a couple of little flicks on each one. You don't need to do a lot, you just want to give a little bit of a hint of colour in there as well, right? And then do you know what I thought we'd do for this one? Instead of, you know how with the last one, I did a bit of inking around the edge?
Yeah.
Thought, let's do the, let's go and do the colouring around the edge.
Oh, yes.
Right? So let's have a look. I'm just going to colour the stalks in here as well. So nice and simple up to there. Now, because we've done the grey, let's go with like a nice blue. I think I've got like we've got the ice blue blend. Oh, the vintage blues. Vintage blue might be nice. Right, I'm going to go right round the outside with vintage blue. So can you see, you just go literally round the outside like this, and it just makes the whole thing pop off the page.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So cool to see this as well, because like you say, with the daisy being the colour that it is, a lot of people might be kind of struggling as to how they do colour it in, as to how they do make it come to life. So this is a great demo to show it, actually.
I always think it's good as well because for a lot of people as well, I always struggle to colour the white.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's just nice to see it. Nice to see it all coming to life in there as well, isn't it?
There's loads of messages coming in, so I'll just read a few of these out still whilst we're colouring. Anne says, I got the chrysanthemum because my daughter's birthday is in November, and the daffodils because I just love that one. There you go. As good a reason as any, Anne, to buy those 2 particular flowers. Paula Puckett on Facebook says, I'm an October baby, so marigold is the one I will use first. Love the colourful marigold. Aisha says, love the softness of the carnation. Catherine loves the delphinium, such an unusual flower. Yeah, again, you know, that's the great thing about this collection, as I said earlier on, is that you've got kind of flowers that you see a lot in craft, but then also things like your delphiniums, things like the gladiolus in there as well, things perhaps which you maybe haven't seen before in craft are featured within this collection. And there's still lots of chat. This makes me laugh. Still lots of chat about iguanas. Because obviously I can't pronounce that, but this is from Carol on Facebook, who said, when I first started dating my guy, he got me flustered. I tried to say he was an enigma, and it came out as iguana. we still laugh about it, and he's forever in my phone as iguana. Some of our friends call him that, or Iggy because of it, Iggy Iguana. So there you go. Am I saying it right now? Iguana. So there we go. I love that.
You've learnt that really well, Ben.
Oh dear, I just love that whole thing. I'm trying to picture it now. You sort of like turn around to him lovingly. Oh, you're my iguana. I mean enigma. Robin saying the daffodil is her favourite. And Vera on Facebook says, well, my New Year's resolution was to limit my purchase to only 1 launch per month. That is not going to happen. Today, I had to get 3D folders and stencils and the craft kit, but then Sara started her colouring coma. Now birthday floral stamp and die are on the way as well. More stamping paper and watercolour paper. So there we go. That is number 12 New Year's resolution that has gone. And look at that gorgeous daisy.
I'm feeling it. Do you know, I always struggle with colouring shows, Ben, because you know I am always full of energy,
yes.
Right? Whereas colouring is like designed to mindful, calm you down. So this is not me. I'm normally running around the studio like a headless chicken.
You are.
So yes, when I did some work with Ben, was it Monday we were doing a show?
Yes.
And he was just like, wow, never seen you like that before.
I know.
That was a bit of a shock to the system.
Yeah, it was a sort of, a calmer Sara.
Yeah.
I feel like I was talking a lot. I feel like a little bit like that today, actually.
Well, at least you know what to expect now.
Exactly.
This is what colouring shows with Sara look like. And the thing is, I think that's why it's kind of so good for me, Ben, because I am someone who is always on the go, never stops or anything like that. And especially, because we've just gone back into lockdown here in the UK and people are looking for ways of winding down, relaxing, taking a little bit of time for themselves, colouring can be an absolutely perfect way to just get that little bit of me time. Now look at that, I'm just going to come around the outside. Those last couple of little bits, I'm just going to get with the vintage blue, Ben, and then I'm going to put the whole card together. Right.
Just to let you know, as predicted, we are now uber busy. More and more people tuning in every single second. 60% of the stock has gone.
Wow, that's jumped up. Do you know what?
Yeah.
It's my awesome demonstrations, isn't it?
Well, I was just about to say that.
It's my awesome colouring, showing you how to do really cheat, easy, white ways of colouring, and then some lovely advanced stuff with the pencils.
Yep, absolutely. It's your definitely your awesome colouring and obviously my great presenting skills as well.
That's what it is, coupled with the great presenting skills, Ben.
Another 10% of the stock has gone in literally the last 15 minutes. We're super busy. Loads of the individuals flying as well. The daisies hugely popular. Big love for the delphiniums as well. So get the ones which you love. They're on a 2 for 31 or 2 for 35 deal. But if you can stretch to it, as I keep telling you, go for that big collection. You're going to absolutely love it. Super excited to see your makes as soon as you get this. Get crafting with it. Let us know as well, which one you're going to be crafting with first, which flower you're going to be making your first card or your first project with. We would absolutely love to know. And of course, let us know your favourite demos too. We've seen that gorgeous Carnation, the Aster a little bit earlier on. This Daisy, do you love this one? Do you love this demo? If you do, let us know and we'll crown our winner in around about 30 minutes time.
Right, here, watch what I've done with this one, okay? I thought this was a really nice, simple card shape to make, and it would work with any one of those flowers. Now, have you decided what's going to be next? Because do you know what I could do?
Yeah.
I could just get a cheeky demo in. Not a demo, because I haven't got the rest of the card planned out. You know, when I go off piste, it's difficult. But I could absolutely do that, show you how to do that colouring on that rose. Get that depth. Oh, and we could do the colouring on the rose, Ben, and then we could take it a little bit further, and I could get the pencils out to enhance it a bit more. Do you think?
Yeah, yes.
Yeah, let's go and do it. I've been loving the pencil colouring, by the way. I don't know how many of you guys did, but I know I really enjoy that colouring with
So
the pencils.
realistically, how many more demos are you going to do in the last 30 and a bit minutes, 40 minutes?
Yeah, I can do it.
Two?
I can do the...
Three?
Let's have a look. I'll definitely get the rose
Do
done.
rose.
I need to do my primrose on
Primrose we wanna
the little
see.
flower. Let's see how we're getting on.
Yeah.
And
Don't
then if I
forget the
get a chance to
daffodil
do
as
my
well. We've got
daffodil.
that to do too.
I know you desperately want me to do the daffodil. Then I'll try and fit the daffodil in as well.
All right.
Right?
You're going to be busy.
But if we don't get a chance to do the daffodil, you can always go back and watch me show from yesterday.
Yes.
Where I did the daffodil yesterday. Now look at that, you see. It's a lovely basis for any one of those flowers. It didn't have to be the rose. That shaped card would have worked for every one of the flowers in that whole collection, Ben. Love that. Oh, Ben, that could be for you, that. I could save that now for April. And I could give you that in April on your birthday.
Well, with the fact that I can't even remember last week, I definitely will have forgotten about the fact that you made my card today. So absolutely do that. Save yourself a bit of time. Gorgeous though, the whole point here is how quickly we're rattling through these demos, how amazing and easy is it to use these particular flowers within this amazing collection. Let us know what you want to see next. Let us know your favourite demos as well. So much to get excited about and so much to chat about on the socials as well. Facebook and YouTube, of course. Get in touch with us, your favourite demos so far, what else you want to see. We will try and do as many demos as we can in the course of the next 35 minutes or so. But let us know, and also get voting on your demo of the day, because that will be crowned, around about 10-2 we'll do that. But let's
Which one's winning? Do you know which one's winning? Do you want me to bring them over so you can see, Ben?
All right,
let's
have a look. Yeah, do that. Okay, here we go.
I like doing this. I don't know if I'm allowed to do this, you see.
I'll just stand back a
the
bit.
illusion of our lovely studio
That's it.
when I just walk. I haven't said that. Look how long it takes me to walk from one side to the other.
It's a big studio.
Oh, yeah,
Here we go, look.
I was going to say. Compared to last time where literally we were at opposite ends of this tiny little room.
You just pass it across, couldn't you, literally? Right, so just so you know what's going on, so your Carnations, first demo that Sara did right at the top of the show. If you like for that one, obviously just message us and say Carnation. Next up, I mean, this was an absolute stunner. This was the beautiful Aster, of course, using the tri-blends, using the pencils over the top as well to create that real next level kind of in-your-face colour. Just love that. But then also, I mean, how gorgeous is that? the daisy. I mean, really, really difficult to pick, isn't it, from those three? Which of those is going to go onto our Walk of Fame behind at the end of the show? Well, it's up to you to vote. And don't forget, we've still got more demos to show you as well. Right, I'll just pop those to one side for a second because I quickly want to whiz through the boards one more time for you so you can see exactly what you're going to get with this collection. If you have just joined us, welcome. This is our launch day. This is brand new. 60% and then some of the stock has gone. We're heading up towards 65% now. Super, super busy. Why is everyone falling in love with this collection? Well, let's show you. It is a comprehensive collection that is going to take you from January right through to December, and it's all of the flowers for those months. It's a collection that you're going to use time and time and time again for all sorts of occasions. Yes, these are the flowers for that particular birth month, but actually, you've got these to use whenever you want them to. Let's go through and show you very quickly then. So January is the beautiful Carnation. And of course, the artwork is absolutely off the chart, to steal Sara's phrase. Sara Kay beautifully designing these, and of course with each of the stamps you've got the corresponding dies, as you can see here, to make it nice and easy for you to use and craft. You're just going to love working with these. The sentiments as well, not just limited to birthday, you've got sentiments for all sorts of occasions. Next up is the Primrose. Hopefully we'll see this before 3 o'clock. The gorgeous Primrose is, again, just absolutely beautiful. Loads of different sentiments with this one. Things like Here Comes Spring, just for you. As I said, you're not just limited to birthday sentiments with this collection. The Daff, a huge favourite yesterday. It was the demo of the day yesterday. Like Sara was saying, if you want to see how Sara put that together, the way she coloured that gorgeous daffodil, then you can see that on the show. It was the last demo I think that Sara did yesterday on our launch party at 4 o'clock. Next up is the gorgeous Daisy. You just saw that. I mean, come on, how gorgeous was that card? And how quick and easy was it for Sara to put together? That's the point with these collections as well. The fact that you've got the stamps and the corresponding dies, you're going to be making cards like this very, very quickly indeed. Once again, all of the stamps and dies to go with that collection. Next up, as we head into May, is the Lily of the Valley. Again, beautiful tags, beautiful kind of added extras to kind of, you know, bring all of these flowers to life as well. Build them up, build up your own little floral bouquets. There's the rose, again, a firm favourite, kind of one that you want in your crafty armoury, and that is the Flower of June. Don't forget, bottom of your screen, you've got the individuals, and then you've got your multi-buy on there as well if you want to do that. Next up, as we head into July, is the Delphinium. Was this Sarah's favourite, Laura, did you just say? Was it the Delphinium you said, Sarah's favourite, or was it the Aster? Oh, the Aster.
Yes.
The Delphinium is very popular, but yes, it's the Aster was our Sarah's favourite. We'll come to that in just a second. Favourite demo so far.
My Aster has gorgeous colouring.
Well,
I'm just reading about it on Facebook.
Okay.
Hashtag absolutely thrilled.
Please just do that again. We just missed what you did. Please just do that again. Oh dear. Next up, in August is your Gladiolas. Again, absolutely gorgeous. You'll notice with these as well, you know, these aren't small stamps. These are stamps that you're going to be really able to get your pens and pencils into and just enjoy colouring. There's the Aster. Again, this, if you
show me card.
There it is. Again,
yes.
If you missed this demo, make sure you watch the show back a little bit earlier on. Sara put that together with the tri-blends and the colour blends on top to give you that kind of real, kind of in-your-face pop of colour. Next up is the...
Marilyn Pico says, I am too much.
Sara Kay's sending lots of laughing emojis in as well, Sara, so that's for you. I'm really thrown now. The Marigold, yes, October, back on track, here we go. So again, so much included within each of the months that you've got. November is that gorgeous chrysanthemum. I've seen lots of people mentioning that on the socials, lots of strange spellings of it too, which I've quite enjoyed. It doesn't really matter, does it? And then finally, you've got that poinsettia as well. It is a full year's worth of crafting, flowers for each and every month, flowers for each and every occasion, and we're now heading towards 70% of the stock has gone. It's super, super busy. Get yours now whilst you can. If you can't stretch to the full collection, details on the bottom of your screen just here. As you can go individually if you want $16.99 or $19.95, or if you want to go for a multi-buy, maybe there's a couple of flowers that you love the most, or a couple of birthday months, you can do 2 for $31 or 2 for $35. Right.
Oh, I tell you what, we should start everyone to get the comments coming in for.
Yes.
So if we're going to invite Sarah in to do some colouring with us on the stamps, now she's agreed, what do you want her to do? Because obviously she'll have to, what do you want to see? Or do you want to see her draw another flower so you can see how she does it? That would be awesome, wouldn't it? Yeah, let us know what you want to see. Or is there another flower? Here, I've had an idea, Ben. Right, here's what we need to do. Is there another flower that's not here that everybody loves that you really want to see? And we'll see if Sarah can come in, draw it live in the studio during one of our shows, and then we can make it available for everyone to download and colour.
Can we just check that Sarah's happy with this as well? Sarah, I know you're getting in touch with us on the socials, just to double check, because an hour and a half ago, Sarah wasn't even coming in. Now she's coming in, and now she's going to be doing requests as well. But I was just hearing from Laura, apparently there's a flower for every, there is, isn't there? A flower for every single state in the US. So
wow,
plenty
she might be here a while
to choose from.
I'll tell you what, mind.
Yeah.
I've got this one well. Look at this. Straight in. Look who's bringing us a cuppa. Come and give them a wave. You can't talk because he hasn't got a microphone on. Look. Scotty Hottie on your screens in 2.5 hours?
Hour and a half.
1.5 hours. Get back out there then and get some more. I don't even know what you're doing this afternoon. Yeah, we've got stairs. Our new studios are so awesome. There's a basement down there. Did you know that? Did you know?
We've got the Over the Edge collection later on. We've got the wreaths as well, haven't we? And also we've got your Ultimate Organizer coming up a little bit later. Where's my hot drink? No, don't you come and give thumbs up over this side of the studio. No, it's too late now.
Thumbs up and no cup of tea.
It's too late now. Don't come over here and give me a thumbs up. That's outrageous. Look at him. Look, oh, the boss is there. I'm going to make the boss a cup of tea.
In fairness, I did stand at the door like this, like hinting.
Right.
You got the hint.
I mean, wait, just hang on there, wait there a second. If I go quickly...
Ben's going to stand at the door. No, Ben, you've got to do it like this. Like, you know, like you can...
Oh, is that what it is?
The cup. Yeah, you might get a cuppa. Right, am I going to colour the rose? So this is not a card I'm going to do, but so this is one of Nicole's cards. Can I just say, Nicole is one of the colourists that I've got a colouring crush on her. Is that a thing?
It is
like
now.
You say you've got a girl crush. I've got a colouring crush on Nicole.
Love that.
She is like one of the best colourists, and I work with a lot of high-level colouring experts. Nicole is like off the chart when it comes to colouring experts, right? And I noticed on the back she'd made this card. I thought, right, I'm going to have a go at that. Now, my colouring is not as good as Nicole's, but I'm going to try and follow her colouring, okay? So, I've got the rose. What am I using? I'm using the pebble again, because I quite liked it on the last one, and it was obviously the first one that I picked up. Going to stamp, we're going to do some rocker blocker. Now, here's the thing, right? To get depth and dimension like what Nicole's got, you're going to need 2 markers. You're going to need something that's got a blend and a shade. So can you see that the bright pink has a blend and a shade, which means, Ben, let me just get these. Oh no, hang on, not that one there. Right, you've got bright pink 1, 2, and 3.
Yeah.
And then you've also got bright pink 4, 6, and 7. So you go from 1 right through to 7 across the 2 pens, okay? So if I just start off, let's have a look. So down the bottom here, so you need more light at the top than is at the bottom. So down the bottom, I might use 4 blends, starting with the darkest. When you get to the top, I might use 4 blends, but starting with the 4th one down to 1. Does that make sense?
Yes.
So if I just start down here with the very, very darkest, and then go from the darkest, we're blending up into the next one, making sure, now notice I've put another piece of paper behind, because you want to get that lovely blend, right? 1, 2, 3 in here, now getting into the slightly brighter ones, right? And then 4th one, into here.
Come on then. Come on.
Are you getting your cup of tea?
Quickly.
He's getting his cup of tea finally.
Come in. Thank you.
There you go.
Thank you. Oh, actually, thank you, Tracy. That's very kind of you. You didn't even make it. Don't come in here with...
Did you not make it? That's brilliant.
It doesn't taste good, it's not my fault.
There you go.
Thank you. Sorry, Sara.
You're all right, you're all right. At least you got your cup of tea now. I hope that doesn't mean that you're not going to talk, because I need you to talk, because I'm going into my colouring coma. Right, let's have a look. So I'm going to take one of these ones down here.
Okay.
And then I'm going to go a little bit lighter still. And then into the lighter one still. Now I haven't gone with doesn't look like I've got the same colours as what Nicole's got. Actually, I might have. Don't know, we'll find out when I get a bit more colouring done. Right, that's it. That's as much as you're managing out of us, but I'm going to have to shut up.
We've got plenty to mention here. So, as far as the votes are concerned, that I won't announce it because I know you'll be all waiting for the end of the show, but there is one particular demo which is by far and away being voted for as the absolute fave. I mean,
really?
three brilliant demos, but there's one which I'm seeing a lot more of on my little list here. And listen, good job Sarah is up for coming in, Sarah Kay, at some point, because you have started something, Sara, as far as people requesting flowers for Sarah to draw. What I would say, Sarah, if you do come in, if you can block off maybe a week, and that'll probably give you enough time. I didn't realise, literally, you could do one a week for the next year with the amount of requests. So these are just a few of the other flowers that people want to see. So Sandy on Facebook says, I would like to see Sarah draw a lily. Maxine wants to see a peony. Terry on Facebook says, I would like to see, oh, hang on, I've just lost it. Where is it? Oh, let's see a petunia and impatience.
Impatience?
What is that?
Ooh.
Wow. Laura wants to see a magnolia. Nan wants to see violets. Tricia says, loving the show, could Sarah draw either freesias or tulips? We've got requests for iris. We've got requests for, again, never, bird of paradise, says Marilyn.
Oh.
What is that? It sounds exotic. Mary says peony. Magnolia, says Laura. And Judy says, I'd love to see the Primrose turning 60 this birthday, colouring that would brighten my day of really feeling over the hill. Well, listen, keep those requests coming in. Can't promise that Sarah's going to be drawing all of these when she comes in, because it might be a long show. But certainly keep those coming in. I think maybe the most popular ones that we haven't got in this collection, then we can actually get Sarah to draw. And maybe bring out another collection with some of the favourites in, Sarah.
Some of the stuff that she gets drawn.
Yeah, there you go. Why not? Absolutely love this.
Tell you what, that's been a productive show, Ben, coming up with all these ideas, hasn't it?
I know. You know, you get in touch with us with all your comments and your questions, and now we're getting you to come up with our next range as well, which is just brilliant. You do all the hard work for us. That's what we like. That's what we like. No, seriously, any more suggestions of anything that you would love to see Sarah draw, and then when we get her in, which will hopefully be sooner rather than later, we can put these requests to her. Now, you're talking about things that I've never heard of here. What did you say? A snapdragon was Terry's request. Do you know what that is, Sara?
No. Nope. That's a new one for me.
Yeah. So snapdragon, some birds of paradise, and loads of others that I've not heard of. But keep those coming in. Oh dear, oh dear. Are you getting on over there then? So we're getting quite a long way away, aren't we? Look at this.
I'm getting all right, but I cannot talk to you.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. Just going to hit you with the reality of that straight up there.
Well, whilst we're still watching you, I will tell you that we're now at 70% of the stock has gone. Super, super busy right across the collection. Hopefully, maybe you got a bit of money at Christmas and you can go for the full collection. If you work it out as well, £160 or $187, no one ever pays that price on the screen, particularly if you're platinum. Going to take another 20% off that, so it comes down to what, £128 and around about $149. So scrub that price that you're seeing right there. And again, when you break it down and think to yourself how much it is per month, it's really, really worthwhile. The kind of set, again, Great set to start off with. You know, if you are just getting into card making, just getting into crafting, this is the kind of thing. See a lot of flowers in crafting, so versatile when it comes to all sorts of different occasions. This is a set which you'll come back to time and time again. As we said, if you can't stretch to the full collection, you can go for the individuals, absolutely. But if you want to go for the multi-buy as well, then you can. It's any two for 31 or any two for 35. Just a great way to be able to pick your two favourites from our little flower shop here at Crafters TV and make sure you can take them home. But as I said, chances are that you'll get two back and then you'll look and think, oh, well, actually, I want to go for a couple more. And before you know it, you'll have wished that you'd gone for the full collection. So if budget stretches today, $160 or $187. Linda says, my favourite flower...
Can I just tell you what I'm doing here, by the way,
go on.
Ben? So what I'm doing is I'm adding some yellow highlights on some of the tips of the rose. So what you'll find is if you just keep going over with the yellow pen, what it does is it pushes the other colour. Can you see where I've added yellow? It's pushed more colour through the back, pushed it to the outside. So what you do is you basically push the yellow into the page, and it bleaches the other colour out, push that all the way through, and then you can build up that little bit of a tinge of yellow on the top there as well. There we go.
All super tips. Keep voting for your favourite demos. By the way, just saying, Linda, favourite flower is fuchsia. Lots of people coming on and saying about bluebells as well. Love all of these suggestions. Absolutely brilliant. Sarah's just got in touch to say, sat here with my paper pad trying to note down all the flower requests. Hopefully, Sarah, you've got a few pages left because they're still coming in. Check the Facebook page as well because there's too many to keep up with. You'll need a big paper pad. You're going to need a bigger one is all I will say. Bernie's just got in touch to add another one to that list. Sweet pea. Now is the time as well, by the way, to get voting for your favourite demo so far. So take this one into account that you're seeing on screen now, the gorgeous, gorgeous rose, but also take into account the other three that we've got on screen here. So first of all, the Carnation. This was right at the top of the show. That's one you can vote on. Is that your favourite? If it is, let us know. Next up, this is our artist's favourite. Sarah loves this Aster. Again, absolutely gorgeous. Worthwhile watching the show back just for the demo on this one when Sara was using the pens and the pencils to create that real show of colour. So that is your Aster. Vote for that one if you like it. Or this one here, which is proving, let's just say, quite popular, the gorgeous Daisy, which we saw around about 15-20 minutes ago or so. So that is the third one you can vote for. If you're wondering why we're doing this, basically we thought it'd be quite nice to be able to feature lots of the demos that we've done throughout the week. So if anyone's missed any of the shows, we're putting the favourite demos on our little walk of fame behind me here. And then on Sunday, Second Chance Sunday, Joe will be able to recap on some of the favourite demos. We'll be able to point you to which show it was, so then you can watch those demos back. And actually, it's quite fun because there's some people not too far from here who are getting very competitive with this new little competition.
Well, Craig's getting competitive too. I better up my game then.
Yeah, some people are getting very competitive, so you'll be able to vote for your favourite demo of the week. And of course, this is Sara's third show, so she's probably one of the early favourites to win because more than anything, she's going to have three cards on the back. And also because she's doing some fantastic demos, of course,
because
as well.
She's doing some fantastic demos.
Like
Make sure we all watch it on Sunday to vote for me, folk. And remember, you know.
Just to say, you're getting a lot of pressure from Digby, by the way. Digby the dog is proving...
Is that right?
Yes, a lot of people
He is
loving
good
Digby.
Mind. I must admit that did worry me.
Oh dear, that was yesterday, of course, on the softer side. Those builder buddies, super cute. Again, if you missed that show yesterday and you want to get into your soft craft, they really, really are super cute. Those multimedia dies allowing you to put those cute little critters together. But I tell you what, if we're talking about the favourite demo of this show, this rose is proving very popular. Lots of people appreciating your colouring, Sara.
What can I say? I told you. Now, mine's not as good as Nicole's that I've based on, but I'm not the sort of level of colourist that she is. But hopefully, if you could, for everybody who's getting these stamps and then getting them home, you're going to be able to watch the show back and recolour this in at the same time as me, kind of watching and colouring along at the same time. For me, it's just getting that little bit of light. She managed to get a little bit more light on hers. Can I show you hers again? I'm not going to show you it next to mine because mine's not as good as hers.
Oh,
but I'll
come
show it to the
on.
front camera. No, I'm not.
Don't do yourself down.
I'm not. There's Nicole's, right? Go on, I will do because but it's no. Look at this. Mine's not as good as Nicole's.
No, yeah, it's good enough.
But I've
Brilliant.
still got some depth in there. I'm going to ring Nicole after the show and ask her if she was watching and see what she thinks. If I'm getting there. Do you know what she's managed to do that I haven't? Leanne always gets on at me about this. Preserve your highlight. Preserve your highlight. I always just go bottom to top, whereas actually her petals look more rounded because she's preserved. You see that little dot of white? Preserve the highlight in the middle. Yeah, I've never been very good at preserving the highlight. What we'll have to do is we'll have to get Leanne to do a show with some colouring on one of these, and she'll be able to knock that out of the park and teach you all of this stuff.
Well, I'd say fair play to you because I think that demo was amazing and lots of you agreeing as well. We have got only about 15 minutes remaining. I don't know where the last 2 hours has gone, but let's just recap again. Stock-wise now, we are over 70% of the stock has gone. Uber busy. People are loving this. Brand new. It is our launch day with the Gemini birthday month floral stamp and die collection. 223 elements, which spans your year with just gorgeous, gorgeous flowers. Right through from carnations to primroses. We've got daffodils. We've got daisies, delphiniums, asters, marigolds. There's your poinsettia for December. Just amazing, isn't it, to have your own birth month flower. And the thing is, you know, it's great to have that, great to be able to kind of put your craft towards that particular flower in that month if it is somebody's birthday. But then again, you've got a whole kind of florist shop of flowers there ready to craft with right throughout the year. Obviously, you've got each flower for each month, but you know what? You're going to be using them right throughout the year as well. And when you think of all the different occasions that you can use your flowers for, this is just a set that you will come back to time and time again. You get the stamps and the dies, of course, as well, making it a nice, easy set to work with. If you're brand new to us and you're looking for a way to be able to create lots of different cards for lots of different occasions, this is a brilliant option for you. £160 or $187 less your Club Inspired discount. Nobody's going to pay that price today. Right, we have got about 15 minutes remaining. I think that's probably only time for one more demo. So is it going to be the daffodil or is it going to be the primrose? Let's find out.
Oh, I was going to do the primrose. If you want to see the daffodil, you can go back and watch my show from yesterday, right? What I've done is I've already stamped it out as well, just for a little bit of speed. And I'm going to start the colouring, but you've seen me do a lot of this colouring already, so I'll do a little bit just to show you how we're kind of going to go, right? So we're going to start, let's start with the actual primrose. I'm using the golden yellow. So you're going to follow the little bit of shading. This is the thing, Sarah's drawn the shading into the middle on each one of these for you, which just makes it super easy. So you put the shading in the middle like that.
Yeah.
Then you blend out from the dark to the mid, right? And then you're going to go like all the way around like that, blending it out. And then you're going to go from the mid to the lightest one. And so this is the golden yellow, so you can see it's a lot more kind of buttery, creamy yellow.
Yeah.
What I'll do is I'll show you the citrus yellow so that you can compare, because primroses I think could be either, right? So if you want to do the primrose, let's have a look, just get my other piece citrus blend, right? So if we do the same again, on this one, I know you wouldn't have two different flowers the same colour, right? There we go. So we can put the yellow in the middle of this one here, step it down. The difficulty is with the yellow, it's not very easy to see the difference between all of the shadings.
Yeah.
Can you see they're all just, yellow's such a light colour.
Yes.
A dark yellow can't be very, very dark. So what you can do if you want is you can actually take a little bit of like orange or something. So if you wanted to take a little bit of the burnt orange in the middle, it gives you a contrast colour. Now notice I'd waited to add this colour on once I've already got a little bit of my shading in there, so that then I'm just coming and blending out the orange. So it's a little bit hard to blend because it's not the same colour family, but I'm still just doing the same thing with the little circular motions. If you've got the tri-blend brush, you'll find the flicking motion would give you that bleach a little bit easier. There you go. So we've still managed to kind of achieve that blend of colour. So there's the difference. Let's do another one of these again. There's the difference in the two kind of primroses as it was, right? Come on, last one. The thing is, once you start with all the colouring then, honestly, you kind of can't stop. It's just, that's the latest
It's
one.
also nice to watch you do it because, again, you do... I always think it's going to take a lot longer, particularly like we saw that rose a few moments ago. You think it's going to take you absolutely ages to actually colour, but once you've got these tri-blends and once you get into the groove of kind of how to work and how to blend them, you can get through like lots of images very quickly, can't you?
I find as well, if you're wanting speed, tri-blends are the easiest because you've only got one pen out for every colour, and it just speeds everything up so much more. Now look what I've done here. I've done a set of the Primroses, where I've started then enhancing the colour with the pencils. So you can see I've started on the first one here. I'm going to add a little bit more onto these. So I've got here, can you see, pumpkin, canary, lemongrass, pear green for the bottom there. And all you're doing is you're adding that orange into the middle, and then we can also blend to the outside with that lovely bright yellow, which is your lemongrass, on the outside, over top of the pen. So you always put your bit, well, you don't have to, you can colour with just pencils if you want, but if you want to get that real three-dimensional, I always call it colouring in high definition, right? If you want to colour in high definition, then what you want to do is you want to colour in pen first, and then you want to add your pencils on top and then emulsify the wax with the blending solution. There we go.
Such a great technique. As I say, I think in the 4 months that I've been here, I think I've only seen it once before and sort of almost forgotten about it. So it's great to see what a difference it makes, and it really does, doesn't it? Like you said, it sort of takes it to the next level. What did you say? It puts it in HD.
Put it in HD.
Yeah.
That's what I always used to say. Yeah, I remember when I first did the TV shows to launch the colour blend pencils. Yeah. And I was showing people, basically I always had one done with colour blend pencils next to one that had been done regular, and as soon as you saw that difference, it was like, wow. It's like when I showed you the Aster and you saw the difference with the Aster over the top, and you're like, all of a sudden it hits you and you're like, whoa, I can't see the difference that makes. So right, here we go. So here's my extra little bits around the outside. So just doing it quickly because I'm very conscious of where we're getting to on time. By the way, if you ever want to go over and add a little bit more, you can always add more on top of where you've emulsified the wax. So basically the blending, when we say emulsified, it basically means it breaks down the wax particles so that you've got no more wax left on there. You just end up with just the pigment. So once you've done that, and this is a solvent base, so once the solvent evaporates, you can always go in and add more and more depth, as much as you want, to enhance it even further. And if you're only going for one pack of the colour blend pencils, I would always say go for shade and tone, which seems really weird, but they're all your deeper shades, and you can add a dark grey onto anything, for example, and if you can add a dark grey onto any other colour, and it's going to deepen that other colour straight off. It's
amazing to see it come to life, and you can see that HDness coming through just as the demo progresses. Loads of you as well telling us that you've got the colour blends already. So again, this might be a great way for you to incorporate these with your tri-blends as well. If you've not tried it before, another great thing to have a go at as we head into this new year. Must just quickly tell you, I know I sound like a broken record, but I want to keep you up to date with stock levels. 75% of the stock has now gone. Uber busy as we head towards the end of this show. Don't miss out on this collection, whether you go for the full whack or you're going for the individuals. Get them now whilst you can. Lots of suggestions still coming in for Sarah as to what she could draw when she joined us in the studio. We've got suggestions for bluebells and lilacs and violets. We've got all sorts on there. Gardenia, says Stephanie on Facebook.
Gardenia.
Yes. Foxglove, says Nettie New on Facebook. How about a few different clematis, from the small to the large, says Jill. And Stephen says, the whole collection just got added to my craft room. Good work. There's loads of you actually getting in touch now saying that you're now plumping for these and going for them as well. And lots of votes coming in for the favourite demo as well. I think we do have a clear winner, which I will announce in just a few moments' time. Oh yeah, I forgot about this demo. Where did you get that box from?
Lovely. So these are just, you pick them up from the local florist. That's where I got mine from. Yeah. So, and I got them when I got all my Christmas stuff. I was doing loads of Christmas crafting. And can you see, I've just stamped a couple. Yeah. And all you do, if I just pick these up, I can show you, all right? If you use like your Harmony ink pad, all you're going to do is literally stamp on like this. Oh, actually, let's go and stamp one of the sentiments here. Primroses, the spring may love them, summer knows but little of them. William Wordsworth. I like the little William Wordsworth sentiments. Just finish it off nicely, doesn't it? Right, here's the thing. I haven't got a straight block. I've only got a rocker block. I can use one of these. This should do the trick with it, she says optimistically. Right, bit of seal brown on here. So putting my ink on, or actually, do you know what might work a little bit better? The alcohol-proof dyes, because they'll be the finesse one. So this is the rustic brown. So that'll be a little bit crisper, I think, stamping onto the wood.
We've got those on the show as well, haven't we, I think? We've got all 4 of them. I think 1696, if memory serves correctly. If you want to go for all 4 of those, you get your pebble, flagstone, noir black, and your rustic brown. Hey, that's come up a tree, isn't it?
That, hasn't it just? So that was with, because I went over it with the finesse. So it shows you these stamps are such awesome quality. You could even be stamping onto wood, and there you can see how you can even read all the words on there. All right. So I've got my primrose here. I'm going to add the primrose on the top, and then all I've done is I've just got like a little bit of twine. Let's have a little look. Yeah, we'll have a little bit of twine on there just to hang it up. And I think I'm going to have to use my hot glue gun. So I think I'm going to tie this as a nice little knot. Give me a couple of seconds for my heat gun to warm up, Ben, and then we'll come and stick the whole thing together.
All right, well, we are heading towards the end of the show, so now is the point where you really do want to start checking it out. And also, we are at, what, 80%, almost 80% of the stock has gone. So just a reminder, all of those beautiful flowers. I'll quickly, very, very quickly, literally super quick, whiz through the boards again to show you all of the flowers that you're going to get within this collection, covering off the whole year. So remember, you get your stamps and the coordinating dies to go with each. And as we head into January is that gorgeous Carnation. Again, the artwork is amazing. Wait till you see this up close and personal at home. Wait till this comes to you. You can see for yourself there. Gorgeous. So you've got your Carnation for January. As we head into Primrose, as we're seeing, head into Primrose, head into February, got your Primrose. March is your gorgeous Daffodil. There is that gorgeous Daisy, which we saw a little bit earlier on. That's April's flower. Lily of the Valley is May. Then we've got your Rose for June. Then we've got your Delphinium for July. August is your Gladiolus. September is that Aster. Gorgeous demo on that earlier from Sara. The Marigold is October's flower of the month. Then we've got the Chrysanthemum for November. And then we have finally the Poinsettia for December. Remember, gorgeous stamps and sentiments, the dies to correspond to be able to cut those beautiful images out. All yours for 160 or 187. Get them on the multi-buy as well if you want to go for just a few of them, 2 for 31 or 2 for 35. But go swiftly because we're almost at 80% of our launch day stock has gone. Right, let's get back because we're going to hopefully finish off this demo before we say goodbye in about 5 minutes. How are you getting on?
Yes, glue gun has warmed up.
Super duper.
We're all good. I've got to be careful, you know. We had a couple of disastrous glue gun incidents just before the Christmas.
Oh yeah, what was? No, let's not talk about that again.
I remember at one point I was doing the foam flowers. I glue gunned the end of my finger, and then I thought it had glue stuck on it, so I was pulling it off, and then after a while I realised it didn't have glue on it.
Ah.
Yeah.
Ow.
Yeah. So yeah. So now, as a result, we're very careful with the glue gun, Ben. We've learnt that lesson the hard way. Right. So here we go. So we've got. Let's have a little look. I'm going to go Primrose, and we'll just stick it. I like the glue gun because it's so quick and instant, especially when you're working on things like, you know, like the wood like that.
Yeah.
And then we've got the little. Let's put that upside down there like that. That'll look quite nice. So that you can go on there.
But a lot of people saying great for little coasters as well.
They would be cute for little coasters.
Yeah.
Do you know, there's a lovely, and then let's should we put February. Oh, do you know what? I'm not going to put February on this one in case it's somebody who's not got a February birthday, just likes primroses.
Yes.
And I think that makes quite a nice little hanging decoration to go in the home, and it's got that lovely primroses. The spring may love them, summer knows, but little of them. I think that's really cute. So there we go. So I wonder Has that made it? The problem is,
Yeah.
sometimes you say save the best for last. Has that made it onto the leaderboard in terms of my demos, Ben?
Well, do you know what? If it was down to me, I think possibly that might be one of my favorites because that caught my eye at the start of the show a couple of hours
Go
ago.
on, folks, you've still got 3 minutes to dump in all your votes.
No, Sara, voting lines have now closed. If you vote now, your vote won't count, but you may still be charged.
I'm going to leave it there.
You can't.
But then, look, nobody might not even notice that.
Yeah, but if you have it there, then people are going to get confused. It's not the winner. I'm going to have to take it down.
Oh, Ben!
If we're doing this, we've got to do it. We've got to do it properly, haven't we? We've got. I mean, it is nice. It is beautiful. I reckon if that had been an earlier demo, it would have, been up there with a shot of being crowned as our demo of the show. However, there's a couple of votes coming. It's too late now. No, it's too late.
Last minute is.
It's too late. The Crafters TV viewers have spoken, and the winner of this show is the Daisy.
Oh,
yes,
nice. I mean, they were all nice, weren't they? You can't make a bad card with them, Ben. You really can't.
No, you're absolutely right. And like we've said, if you are experienced crafter, you will absolutely go to town with this. If you're brand new, this is a super collection that you can craft the most beautiful cars and home decor projects and more with, and you're just literally, you're never going to run out of kind of creativity with this. It's a lovely card. Well chosen, everybody. Well chosen. And that is going to go on to our Walk of Fame. They said Hollywood Walk of Fame then. Our Crafting Walk of Fame. So you've got 3 cards from Sara on there now. Craig's card from Wednesday. And of course, you've got Bernie's dog there as well.
Pantless dog.
Eh?
Pantless dog.
Pantless dog as well. A lot of people still commenting about that. I'll stand in front of him so you can't see him. Listen, what a brilliant show once again. Thank you to all of you for all of your interaction. Truly, truly loved it. Thank you for all your votes. Thank you for all of your questions and comments as well. And a big thank you to you, Sara, as well. I know you're just going to finish with a couple more cards. So much inspiration in this show, hasn't there?
I know, I don't even know if we've got time to finish with a couple more cards because I know we're kind of getting to the end of it. But don't worry. Remember, what I want you all to do is I want you all to save this show as one of your favourites so that when you get these stamps delivered, you can come back and we can colour them in together. Get your tri-blends out, get your pencils out, we can colour them in together with those ones that you've just seen, because honestly, you will get totally lost in it. Even if you don't have the sound on, you're not listening to me and Ben being silly, you can just watch through and enjoy colouring.
Sara, brilliant, thank you so much. When are you back on our screens?
Don't know.
Okay.
Tomorrow. It's not tomorrow, and tomorrow I'm getting a tooth out.
Oh.
So it means I'm not allowed to talk all day Friday. So it's not Friday either.
Right. Well, good luck with the tooth.
Yeah, I'm going to need it.
Thank you to everyone. Final few comments. Kay saying, beautiful demo. Sara, you're back on Tuesday, I've just been told.
Oh, there you go.
Sarah says, Sara, thank you for the great demos. And Ben, thanks for being such a great job. You do really make watching the show lots of fun. Well, that's lovely. And Diane says, thank you, Sara and Ben and the crew for a great show. Enjoy the rest of your day. We certainly will, because there's lots more fun to come here on Crafters TV. Creative Cravings coming your way in an hour's time. It will be me and the Scotty Hottie. I may well have made up with him by then, but at the minute, I mean, unbelievable. Bring Sara a cup of tea, pretends he's made me one, doesn't actually make it himself. I'm going to go and have words with him. Hopefully we'll have made up by 4 o'clock. We'll see you then. Bye for now.